Royalty Beauty Brands is a female, Black-owned beauty company with all of your cosmetic needs in mind. Right now, we offer hair extensions, eyelash extensions, and our flagship product, Yumbella Lip Glam. Coming soon to add to our product line will be promo merchandise, lip oil, lip scrub, beard oil, body butter, body soap, and makeup, to name a few. Every product is vegan friendly and carefully made with the consumer in mind. Check out our Royalty Beauty Brand social media and go to our website to sign up for our exclusive mailing list for discount codes and to place an order. Don't forget to leave us some feedback. Royalty Beauty Brands. We see the beauty in you.
We hustle, but the night we know that the ride or die.
Welcome to the House of the Princess.
I keep waiting on my seat. Know that the ride or die.
I'm 50% righteous, 50% ratchet.
We hustle, but the night we waiting on my seat. Know that the ride or die. My name came up a lot of sounds. More when
Thank
I
y'all
was
for
not
joining
around.
us.
Certain people that I know.
Good evening. Welcome to the House of the Princess, with whom other else than me, Princess AV, where we are 50% righteous, 50% ratchet. Those that are members, come on, let me see your beautiful kings and queens in the chat. Let me see your crowns in the chat. And as you're coming in, we're going to do some shout outs and see who's in the building tonight. But also, go get your cool beverage so you can sit down and have a snack with us. And as we always say, whether it be water, whether it be wine, whatever makes you feel fine, come on in and have a sit down with us and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And let me know if you got a wine glass or you got a red cup. I'm going to order some shot glasses. I'm going to put them on there on the bottom as well. And also, as you come in, it's very, very important, whether you're live or on the playback, I need you to stop and have some manners, okay? And before you sit down in the palace, press the like button. If you really like what I have for you and what my panels have for you, I would really appreciate if you support a Black woman's business and hit the subscribe button, because every subscribe matters. The likes matter to get me all up in the algorithm so that we can continue to grow. And if you really like what's going on in the channel and you want to support on a consistent basis, I would appreciate if you hit that join button. One of the mods can paste it in the chat. Also, it's right there next to the subscribe button, and it's a link down in the description box where you can join the channel and get exclusive members only. We have all kinds of stuff. We just have parties and exclusive discounts on merch, all kinds of stuff. Whether it's your last $2 or you want exclusive content from me and to talk to me, $25 a month, whatever fits your budgetary needs or your level of support. Also, look, assist needs your super chats if you do not want to join a membership. We need cash out, everything to support this channel, to keep these lovely lights, to keep me looking good for you, okay? Internet, StreamYard, all this stuff costs, you know what I'm saying? So I need your support. Also, we're going to put the banner up so that you can support the panelists with cash apps for them giving your time for your entertainment purposes only. Buy them some lunch money. Okay, buy them some lunch. As we always do, we have the cool beverages, especially Shady B. He's got to have his cool beverage ready for the show. So just help them out any type of way, gas money, anything. We appreciate your benevolence here at the channel. And of course, shouts out to my knights in shining armor. They're always in the building on time and early and never late. Let's see who's in the building. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Emma. I'm doing okay. Hey, cuz. Ella, she keep changing her name, so she Miss V today. Hi, Marsha. Hi, Marsh Bonnie. You're back. You're a little bit trollish. I hope you subscribe, because it will be on subscribers only tonight in order to comment. Just give me a couple of minutes. So I suggest that you hit that head start and hit that button, okay? Jay Rucker. Hey, Yvette. Mackenzie. How you doing? Hey, Candace. The support team is in the building. Yes, we got the sucker in the building. Of course, my knight in shining armor, Miss Weedy Pooh. How you doing? Hey, Snooky. Evie got her wine glass and the damn red cup. Okay, okay. Hello, Rain Rain. Hey, BJ Des. Okay. Kamiko, you got lemonade. See, that's good. I might need some of that too, but it's too sweet. I get tired of them going on and off of sugar like, ugh. But I'm gonna get back to my air diet so I get some more of these pounds down. Hey, Miss Regina in the building. Yes, join the channel. Donella Gray. Hi. Hi, Mo. Who else? Ebony. Oh, the lips. Yes, 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 kids. So thank y'all. I know we kind of spread thin today. I know people's in other rooms, but y'all all be here in a minute. I love it. And I love how faithful y'all are to me. And we are talking about the grand finale. This is the season finale. I can't wait for the reunion. And it's not that I can't wait for what's her name? Nikki. I used to be a big Nikki fan, but I'm not as much as a Nikki fan as I was before. You know, it's kind of weird, but anyway, let me stop stalling. I'm getting this information in here for y'all, but I'm going to bring the panel up because as always, right before the show starts, they get to talking that shit and everybody got their difference of opinion. And I have to stop us because then we have to redo it for the daggone show for y'all to hear. So you got my color in your okay. And who else? So here we go. Of course, we're oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you in a minute when we get all up in here so you can see what we look like. Hey Divine, you love the crown. Thank you. The crown, most of these crowns are bought off the wish list. Y'all want to buy me some for Amazon wish list? Some people pick their own crowns out and send it to me, and they be so cute. So I appreciate y'all for y'all support. Thank you, Simone. Hey, Simone. Hey, DT, always in the building, ready to clown. Hey, Yolanda. So let's see what look my sis is sporting today. Let's see. I know I look all hazy, like I'm like in heaven or something. Is that me?
Hey, Gym Twin.
Hey, twin.
Hey.
Mase Marow in the building.
Ready for this wedding. Since we, I'm reporting live from Surrey County. This is Surrey County right here.
Hello. They want to kick me out. See you.
Hey, they kicked you out.
Look.
They kicked us out. They're probably trying to kick us out because they're going to kick us out of Surrey County.
You said, did y'all freeze or just me? No, it was us.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I was going to serve the blonde. Hello, are we back?
Hey,
I think it's back? Xfinity acting up. I can't tell if it's Xfinity or StreamYard because I do have the low thing now. I just changed the internet, but let's see. Green light, Evelyn.
All right, we lit. In honor of the last show, I brought
something ratchet happen every show. This ain't nothing new.
And I brought my tiara just in honor of the last show.
Yes, for the crown, for the win. Yes, I love it. Yes, we are frozen. Yes, in the building for 50% ratchet. You never receive your package. You DM me DM me. Yes, green light. Yes.
But we don't go there. We don't go.
Okay, before we tell y'all what's going on, let's get the brother on the line. Shady. I'm looking for Shady Pines. Halloween just came. So if you say Shady 5 times, you might appear. Shady.
You gotta say Shady B, and the B stands for the best beard on YouTube. That's
Shady B.
Hey y'all.
Come on, Shady B.
Look, we ride Shady beard because every show, look, he is back there just brushing that beard and prepping the beard right before
It gotta be right. Be right. I want to know why y'all showing up to somebody else's wedding with a crown. I'm gonna have to get on you for that. Don't be showing up to nobody else's wedding with no crown and a scepter.
I know that this is not in the etiquette book. This is not of the etiquette book.
Right.
I do have to put out an etiquette book.
Right. This is not of the etiquette book.
It was some violations on last night's episode of Sunday.
I'm wearing white after Labor Day. Why? I'm princess. I can do whatever the hell I want.
And you're not supposed to wear white either.
Who gonna check me, boo? Okay, y'all, we dressed for the wedding. Okay, we came to the wedding. So we decided to give y'all a little bit of fashion today, outside of the regular, what we do here. See, look, we even got Shady in the button up. He looked better than Juan do today.
And I gave one effort. I didn't get no tie. I'm just letting it loose right here.
Right.
Really one's effort.
Sipping on, Shady. What you sipping on?
Water tonight, because I need to chill.
You know what I was wondering, and it probably was, because Karen ain't cheap like that. I wanted to know, was it an open bar all night at the wedding?
I think so, because the bar was open before, like when they first arrived, which I think is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wasn't a typical wedding; it was like a banquet / wedding /
Ooh,
yeah,
no, you was coming in with the mess. Matter of fact, let's have a poll. I got excited.
I got to get my stuff together for my drink because I got to make a special drink for tonight.
Actually, I'm gonna have to join y'all.
I'll be right back. I got to get my stuff.
I'm still on water, and I didn't.
I got some of this left.
I thought about getting a little cool beverage or getting one of them cans of thought juices or something. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I've had enough of mess. And my sister trying to incorporate things. Let's do a poll while Mase going to get her stuff. So y'all down to the wedding, okay? Now Candace had her vow renewal wedding anniversary party. You had to pay at the bar, and they dragged her last season for that. So, okay, if it was your wedding, we're gonna say, do you pay for open bar or do you make your people pay for the drinks? Okay.
I'm giving a 5-drink minimum.
And
after 5 drinks, you start paying.
Is it top shelf? Because some people pay for the bar and think they're doing shit, and then be all the lowest shelf shit. The $2.
Or at least have a special drink,
That's what I see. Karen should have called me. She should have called me down to the
Well, she had it down. Have an open bar.
I got my bar. This is what I'm making tonight. Right now, we got some almond breeze banana almond milk. Delicious.
Do you like almond milk? Because I'm questioning.
Yeah, I do. That's the only milk I drink. I can't drink regular milk.
So
I only drink almond milk.
Okay.
So I do, a little dab of this real quick, and then I get me some of the Baileys. See, this is gonna be a nice little winter drink. The Baileys. Hit it one time with the Baileys.
What's the name of the drink?
This is called a Surrey Comfort.
You want to be the queen of Surrey County, please.
Right, because I'm in a Surrey state of mind.
Surrey County.
You know, Surrey County is everywhere. You have to feel Surrey County.
And evidently everybody, and don't say nothing about Surrey.
Right. You going to shake it? No, I gotta have a little substance because it's Karen wet in there. I can't shake it too hard.
And they was trying to low-key hate on the wedding. I think it was an overall nice affair, you know, for the most part.
See that? I now made my little glass. Now take a little bit of cake icing, put it around the glass, and crush up some shortbread cookies and make a rim, and then line it with a little bit of chocolate. And then we go in here like this. And oh my God, these Linder chocolates, the white chocolates.
Yeah, I've had those before.
And you know, they just, you know, the cream just busts all out. You know, it just comes right out.
Or those little chocolate sticks. You could put those.
The little balls.
Mm-hmm.
I take the one, take a ball, drop it in the drink. Bop.
Uh-oh.
And this is a Surrey Comfort.
Oh, that was good.
She done called it the Surrey Comfort.
Patting it.
Put the ball in your mouth.
That's late night. We don't get started on the late night stuff already. We just got started.
No, we just making a drink right now.
Oh, that's a real fancy drink.
We gotta get fancy.
We never bought Shady a crown. We're gonna buy him one though.
Yeah, I wanted your address too. I'm gonna inbox me. I'm gonna send you one.
Yeah, send me one. All I have is a Burger King crown.
No, you bigger than that, baby. You better than any burger out there.
Inbox me your address right after or during or whatever, and I'm gonna send you one.
Yeah, he's a Crown Jewels panel. We supposed to have been bought him one.
Oh, okay.
Listen, my Shady Poppy shit great. Ooh, Lord, yes.
Yes,
Karen
so
and Ray,
a reunion. We gotta come through with the crown.
Oh yeah.
I'm hearing y'all a little computerized. Let me know if it's you. If it's,
I hear you.
Case, I think it might be StreamYard because both my internet's kind of messing up. So that means it's StreamYard.
I hear both of y'all just fine.
Now, yeah, it's StreamYard because I can't click on nothing. Oh, there we go. I enjoy watching y'all hear all the key valid points. Thank you. We try to, and we do accept constructive criticism.
Even though y'all
get more out of that wedding. I did too.
Y'all said I'm buying.
Well, that's why you're here. Because apparently word on the street is that sometimes I scare the hell out of my panel members and they just do whatever I tell them to do.
Who said that?
Who said that? It's out there.
You gotta lean back when you
scared the hell of
I'm not gonna be scared in my own house.
Right.
Open bar until a certain time. Now that is true. That's how you keep from people from being late as hell. They want to come early, get the free drink. Dorothy already paid for everything else. She didn't want to pay for drinks too. Ooh,
was it open the whole night or did she close it? Because I thought it was open the whole night.
Candace's wedding was not open bar at all.
Candace didn't have no money. That's what that was.
Vow renewal. She had everybody pay for their own drinks. You remember the drag that was for paying for the bar? And they said that was cheap.
Yeah, that is tacky to have your guests pay, you know.
I mean, if you got some money type of it's supposed to be opulence. You know what I'm saying?
And even if you got to cut down on the venue, just don't make me go there and have to pay for the fish plate, then have to pay for the drinks.
Well, then, you know, Karen drinks was definitely free because she definitely skipped back on the venue.
But you couldn't drink too much going up and down the stairs.
On the venue. That was a pretty venue.
I like the venue, but the stairs were inconvenient. I didn't like that part. But
that's just the congruency of it all. Now, you know, New York. And since we got a New York person sitting right by us, everything in New York is up and down. And DMV ain't that far. I bet you that shit is.
No, but you know, New York, she would have got it if she came down here and went downtown. She'd have been all right.
Now look, you fucking up the Go scratch your back elsewhere. You over here fucking up the thing. Damn, dog. Elle said, "Make shake it how Wendy would do it in that tight dress."
And that wasn't even. I didn't even like that dress. It was kind of.
Well, we're gonna talk about the fashions too. Mase for the drinks. I'm learning. Look, you better get over there on her little Instagram channels and things.
Yeah, she showed us munching on it.
It's delicious because I'm like.
That's a sweet holiday drink. We should do a special show for like holiday stuff.
Yeah. Christmas stuff.
I enjoy stuffs the turkey and the chickens. Yeah. Make some homemade stuffing because I hate the box. Don't put no stovetop.
I want to ask this: do y'all say stuffing or dressing? Because we say dressing.
No. Okay, so I'm not gonna be politically correct when you ask that question. Okay. Because if you come over my house talking about some stuff, and I'm gonna cut your ass out and put you out, okay?
You know they say
dressing.
Like the older people say dressing.
That Sandy, that broad on the Food Channel, Sandy with me put the raisins in your potato salad and made the Kwanzaa cake. That wench makes stuffing, okay? I make dressing, okay? Mine's a little bit moist, okay?
You put the gizzards in there.
You stuff that shit in your mouth and you get stuck. I do not eat lizards and gizzards, okay?
You don't put gizzards in there?
No, hell no.
You need that chicken gizzard.
No, I don't like lizards and gizzards. But if you chop it up fine enough and you trick me into eating, and if it's that fine, I might eat a lizard.
Yeah, it gotta be
fine.
I'm
talking about in the dressing. You gotta
I
put
don't
in
like
the dressing.
tasting the meat in my dressing. I'll make some dressing without meat at all for my my friend had me make him some vegan dressing one day. I wouldn't even taste it. The shit just didn't look right to me. But I'll make some without meat, and the other I just put a little chickens. I put chickens in mine.
I put like the sage sausage.
I got breasts everywhere, so I might as well keep it.
I make it with the sage sausage and a cornmeal.
I never had it with anything other than I guess in this country.
Hey, Carlina, UK and
I'm making it.
Why are you eating me? I'm on camera. This is not the time to try to lick on me and bite me.
He's like, hey, he like pick me up.
I can't pick him up. His big ass pick me up. Let me catch up. Open bar until a certain times, 2 hours only. Oh, you got a short party.
No, but that's a good time. 2 hours max. Get you.
No, then it's gonna be a line. Then it's gonna be at a line, and that's tacky too. I'm sorry, that's tacky.
If my wedding start at 4, I would say let's do an open bar a little bit like before the wedding, like a half an hour before the wedding, and maybe hours after.
Okay, so Simone says, what if you have open bar? You just have beer, wine, and champagne. Is that okay? I'm fine with that. That's nice.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's fine. No, because I may not drink that shit that you drink that costs $10 a shot. You got to get look, the Hennessy's and the Remy's and the Casamigos and the Tito's and all that good shit is $10 a shot. Yeah, I might make your ass pay for that.
But yeah, I mean,
they're gonna have to have more for me, like beer and wine. Like no, me probably because I come like from a bartender where I just want to see all the drinks. I want everything to be available to me.
You can still have that option,
but I gotta pay for it.
If you have
and you gotta pay for the fish.
I gotta pay for it.
Yeah, you have the champagne and beers for free, but if you want the top shelf, you gotta put on maybe for a discounted rate or something like that. See, this is why Black people have weddings in them back places where you bring your own stuff, and then you go get a gallon of with your favorite cool beer.
Make your own hunch.
Some people have ghetto weddings and go out there into the parking lot.
Please. I went right down to the courthouse.
And then come back into your wedding, they be arguing and fighting and shit and fucking your shit up.
I went to the court. I don't know, probably because I just people get on my nerves.
Yeah, I understand that.
I'm the type that would leave my own wedding. Like I would leave my own party because after a certain time, I'm gotta go. Sorry,
but you can control that too.
Did that. I kid you not. And he had a small ass vow because he was married once and they got a divorce. They had 6 kids. At that point in time, they had 4. And I kid you not, if he's watching, if he can see, he probably can't because I need to add it on there. Look, now we live. He had a little small wedding because this was a second time getting married, and they have been married X amount of years. So it was small, and I was like, kind of like best man, whatever, best girlfriend. This fucker had refreshments for the not the repast, the reception.
Mm-hmm.
And about, I want to say 30 minutes into the reception, he looked at me. He was like, I'm need them to hurry this shit up. I got the limo on the way. I was like, sir, this is your way. He was like, I don't give a fuck. Y'all seen us. I'm ready to go to the hotel.
Just tell them to wrap it up. Tell them the bar is closing in the hour.
Everybody, I don't even get an invitation no more.
Like, y'all clean this shit up, and I paid the people. I love y'all. Have a good night.
And I don't like being
get invitations no more because I don't show up. I'm not coming. Like I don't get it. Because I can't. I don't know why. Probably. I hate being outside, like in parties and crowds and parties. That's not my.
I can give you 2.5 hours max, and then after that,
I'm not even giving you that.
Well, see, I thought it was a good party. So as I'm finna close the poll in a minute. So the thing is, excuse me, you say 2 hours open drink. So you have a wedding. Okay, I'm gonna tell you because I plan weddings sometimes. Not a good old white people's wedding, appropriate type of wedding, not a ghetto wedding. You're supposed to, have the mingling, and you come into the wedding. You have the wedding. Either you have cocktail hour before the wedding, or you have cocktail hour after the wedding, before the reception, so the transitional time can come in. People can take their pictures, blah blah blah, and then you have the reception. So some people wait to have the cocktail, whatever open bar during the reception while you're eating, or after dinner is served to eat, or sometimes people have the free drinks during the cocktail hour before you actually eat. So that can be an hour or 2 hours, either or. So would you break it up, or would you put it within those parameters?
I would do it because, a ghetto wedding, we had to drive and go to the next venue because the other venue on the other side of town in a different place. That's not
necessarily ghetto. Everybody do that.
Everybody do that, but what you're describing is
ride the limousine. They'll put your ass on the bus, and we all get on the bus and go to the next spot. That's if you.
What you're describing is an all-inclusive. We're gonna have the wedding, and then we're gonna do an intermission with drinks, and then we're gonna have the reception. That's if you're doing it all in the same place. So
when do you get your free drinks? When do you get your free drinks?
Afterwards. I don't want nobody drunk at the wedding shouting and interrupting stuff and making it ghetto.
Right, because they'll be like, "Oh, anybody object? Somebody cough it."
Somebody might get drunk and feel froggy and want to leave.
Because that's me.
Mm-mm.
If I had one too many and then they think, I probably would be like,
Now look, I ain't never been married before, okay? So when I get married, I promise you, I'm ready. This is why some of y'all asses ain't gonna be invited. I'm not talking to the panel. I'm talking to people that know me. Some of y'all asses would not be invited. I promise you, if you fuck up my wedding, I'm going to stop. And we might even have to start the motherfucker over, okay? If you think about doing some shit like that, baby, I'm going to grab the microphone. Excuse me. You get the hell out. Don't you ever mess up. This is my day.
Oh, my God. Let me see what. I got married down to the courthouse, though. But, and my cousin Beverly. Hey, Beverly, I love you. And I want to say hi to my auntie, Rara. My aunt Robin. That's like my mommy. And, wait, what happened? My stepson, he's a grown boy. Like, he's grown, and he knew what he was coming there for, because he was coming there to be his father's witness. Right after the wedding, after the nuptials or whatever, the judge, we go outside to, take pictures in front of the courthouse. I look over, this grown-ass boy is sniffling and crying.
He's probably ready to go home.
No, he was crying because, like I said, it's so weird because, like, with me and his father have been together for years. Like, me and my husband, we've been together for close going on 20 years. And this boy was crying because he figured, I guess, that his father, like, I thought that he would eventually get back with my mother.
Oh.
Is not fuck. I mean,
he'll be all right.
I mean, what is this? That's disrespectful.
I'll cut her a pass.
I don't give you a pass. I'll give a child a pass.
She drinking that Surrey. That's what it was.
When you are grown, and you know what you came for, pull your feelings together or get it on. And I go
2 more minutes on the pole. Yeah, don't come to my wedding and do me like that. That's gonna hurt me. I hope I don't never be no complete bitch.
No, because I didn't know why he was crying at first, like, because he was crying, whatever. So I'm like, I didn't know until I asked my husband later, like, why was he crying? He was like, he just felt that, maybe eventually me and his mama get back together. And I was like,
that's
how old was he?
In his 20s.
Oh.
That's why I wasn't cute.
Look at that. Yeah, that changed your
I thought you were talking about like a 10-year-old.
No, and it was a child, like, a little child, like his other son was crying as well. My son's Irish. Well, they like Irish twins. They like the same. They turn the same age. I told y'all my husband was he's recovered. But he was crying, but I can understand, like, woo, woo, woo. But you, adult, like, stop.
I'm your mama now. That's what you should have said. I'm your mama now.
Now, I ain't nobody hearing me.
Those are people that come to the wedding just to see if it's going to really happen. Like, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. What is that? Jesus Christ. So look, we got to get down to these notes. BJ said we have reserved rooms for the weekend, full weekend of fun with hospitality, suite, and breakfast in the morning. So after a few alcohols all weekend, but a cash bar at the reception with free alcohol in the rooms. Okay.
See, now
how much is all of that? How much is that package?
Right.
Well, again, when you do your own stuff, you can go buy the gallon of Tito's or whatever, do what you want to do from Sam's Club, or like now in the city of Chicago, you can't buy the little bitty bottles no more. You got to go outside the city. But I would do that. I would make like little baskets of the little itty bitty drinks. But I probably try to keep people from drinking before the wedding in my shit.
Yeah,
I know
not before. Afterwards.
Yeah, like my brother. I'm sorry to put you on blast, but I'd be mad than the motherfucker. He'd be faded as shit and forget what he got to do, and I'd be mad.
Yeah, we don't need people stumbling through the aisle.
That's what I said. 2 hours max. After the wedding,
like reefer at my wedding. Y'all wait. Okay, now when it's party time, as long as you're not humbugging, go for what you know. But the first 2 hours of this shindig, I don't want your eyes low for my pictures. Like I literally would have a list of shit. Okay, rules and regulations. Here's forth at the head of the wedding. And if you don't like it, I'm giving you your choice now, not to fuck with me, because you already know this is what I expect. I'm gonna make sure you take it care of. I'm gonna treat you nice. But like, yeah, we can have a whole show about weddings. I've been in weddings and people in all the different hairstyles.
One thing I want to know about weddings.
You're not gonna say what you want. It's not what you want. It's what I want. Okay.
It's all about the bride.
I want to sidebar. I want to get y'all opinions on something. On the on weddings, like when they're doing like the wedding dances, the couple dances, do you think it's cute or should it get the boot?
I think it's nice. I think it's I think it's nice. It's nice. And do the father-daughter dance and all of that.
Or are you talking about like when the brides get with the bride?
The bride and the groom, when they bust out and dance, like, and the bride and the groom, they already have to
nice.
I don't think I would do it. And this is where princess kicks in. And my friends have asked me that because I'm a natural born performer. And I love to perform. They was like, oh, we could all do a dance. And I was like, no, ho. Do you see how much I'm paying for this dress? And for this hair? I want you to entertain. Let me get my scepter. Where's she at? I want y'all to entertain me. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm paying for all this shit to go down. I'm not finna jump up and down in front of your ass too. You're celebrating me. So no, I'm not getting up there doing the 2-step with your ass. I might tell you, I might choreograph it and let you do it and approve it, but I ain't doing it. I ain't doing all that shit. Fuck you. I'm look cute, pretty, like I do.
I'll join in the cubic shuffle or whatever.
Yeah, all that shit. I'll do that.
I'll join in on that, but I wouldn't do no performing either because all the attention is on you. I'm a person, I don't like it all the attention on me all the time. So on that day, it's all about you. And so the less, the better for me.
Hey, Dr. EVA.
Oh, the doctor's here.
Still have the liquor warehouse. Kim, I don't know because Kim Woods and a lot of these places closed after the pandemic. So
y'all liquor stores closed during the pandemic?
Well, they had to close early here. I think they closed early in New York.
No, one of our biggest stores, like it shut down.
Ours was open.
They started.
Everything was open in Atlanta.
They started looting and they closed down. Like when I
did y'all ever
even when the essential stuff they shut it down for like a week, and only thing that was open was essential stuff. The liquor stores were still open because it was essential.
I mean, you could go get some liquor, but they was looting the shit, and they just said, "Fuck it, we not opening back up." So into that. DJ said she paid pretty plenty for her only daughter's wedding. That's the way you do it.
For your own daughter.
In the back, yeah, she did it the right way. That's why they selected her hated ass family members were not invited. Exactly.
Or I would give you a different time. I tell you to come at 8 o'clock at night when it's all pretty much over, so you can just eat.
I don't give a fuck at the age that I am. Oh, you're not invited, okay? And I got to pay per plate, and you don't show up to shit, and your ass be late. You come to the after party. You ain't bringing me no gift, no way. Go to hell.
Did you hear about that couple that charged people that did not show up to the wedding?
They deserved it. Once I
don't blame them.
What it was.
That's tacky. That's tacky.
It was an elopement. It was an elopement, and I done paid for your funky ass to come to Jamaica, bitch. And you said you was coming, and you didn't come. No, hell yeah.
If you RSVP'd, I think
I didn't know it was on location.
It was an on location wedding. That was a lot of money that they was out of, and you're not my friend no more, ho. Like
wherever it was, I don't care if it was at the corner store. My wedding could have been right in front of the bodega, right down the block. But if you RSVP, bitch, I want to see you right down there, right there by the beer aisle. I want to see you at the fucking bodega. And if it's no good excuse, you want to run me my money.
But if you're giving out free vacations to Jamaica, I'm gonna just go on and take the PTO time off, whatever I got to do.
And that's what I'm saying. They had to do. They said they did several, confirmations as much as a week before. So if it's nothing wrong with you and you just decide not to come on vacation with me for my wedding, I have a problem with you. Okay,
or maybe it was
about common courtesy. If you RSVP and it was a week before and you saying, yeah, I'm coming, and you don't have a good excuse, like I was sick or one of my children was sick or whatever, I want my money back. Because I kept asking you kept saying, yeah, you could have easily said no. Don't be a Giselle. See, that's what Giselle did down to Wendy's little vacation thing. You said you wasn't coming, like that. And then you show up, and then you like, here's my room. This is my room, but you said you wasn't coming.
That's why she's in the situation she's in now.
She was lying about having a man.
Oh, yeah,
and Andy gonna get into it at the reunion.
Come through, Paige, though. If I ever throw a fabulous wedding, you best believe I'm going to perform. I'm doing a whole choreographed performance for my husband, background dancers and all, smoke billowing, and when the women shit.
I've seen it done
when
nicely.
The girl came down with the fog machine, she was doing it. I was here for it.
I've seen full performances with single ladies or whatever songs that they want to use. It can be done nicely.
I'm gonna have all kind of entertainment. I don't think I'll be doing it.
I'm putting a stripper pole right there in the middle.
Not at the wedding.
Yeah, man. You gotta get a wedding. The liquor store is gonna miss a B here in Oakland.
I say I'm gonna get on it though, but I'm putting one in.
That's the after party, Mase. Yeah,
no, I'm putting it right at the reception.
We had ours shut during the lockdown. Only supermarkets were open. Hey, AVL. Miami was wide open. I know because I was in school in Miami from here virtually. The only thing closed was the school, strip clubs, and restaurants. And I bet you they had.
You say they was doing drive-through stripping?
They was doing
like I mentioned, they had
drive-through
something.
stripping, and then they was doing like they were outside.
Everybody got to get paid. That's essential work as well. I think we shut down. I don't think we shut down at all ATL. If you ain't had no tissue, you had some liquor. Oh, there at the package.
Yes.
Hey,
And they was lined up to get it too. They was lined up. As soon as that pandemic hit and Trump said, you know, do what you, they was lined up for it.
Mm-hmm.
People I really need to start valuing first money. Y'all don't understand how much it costs to do a wedding, okay?
Yeah.
In a minute, I'll be down at the Justice of the Peace on your ass, okay? Because even a DIY wedding, the expensive thing to any party, wedding, or anything you have is the plates. It's
the venue.
Feeding the people, okay? Feeding people costs thousands and thousands of dollars. And now the price of chicken is going up. Like you can't even get
everything is up.
The price of chicken is crazy.
Steak done went up. You know,
everything.
Ribs done went up.
And at this point, is it meat?
Any meat, because there's a shortage right now.
I said, is it meat? I said, is it meat at this point?
Yeah,
everything is up.
About being a vegan. That's probably why they did that shit down to the net gallon. So we just get some vegetables because we don't want to pay for
the meat, right? But they would have to give me some meat. I don't care.
You have the wedding in like a Piccadilly conference room. Some of them have conference rooms in the back. You know, where they have a big party. You can just have it there, and then y'all can eat afterwards. Get in line, get you something to eat.
Right, but I'm cooking at my own way. I'm gonna have my apron on, like, oh, Mo. Like, what you're doing in here?
Like this. I see you are a family. She says we had dancing competitions, bridesmaids versus groomsmen at our wedding. It was planned, and I danced after church. See, I could get into that again. That's not me. That's just my people. Okay, I planned it. My people gonna do something.
But I'm in the middle of doing the kid play. That's the only dance I know.
Y'all stupid. Yes, Giselle is lying. She doesn't have a boyfriend, but Robin. Ooh, and I heard that Nikki asked. Destination wedding should be a shared expense, and the guests and that couple. That way, there's no surprise, no show. A stripper pole at the wedding. Ooh, you and Paige is on the same.
Yes.
If I go to the wedding and I see a stripper pole, I'm gonna talk about you.
Go ahead.
DT, I'm here for it. Celebrate me for a whole week. Yes, I am that self-involved. Yes, I am. Self-centered. Yes, I'd love that. Then I'll probably get tired because I don't want to get dressed up, though. That's the thing about that. Hey, Mo Money. We're finna get into this show. Yes, and house calls for the strippers. Oh, child.
Not house calls. I don't want y'all to get divorced before y'all even get started now.
Yeah, do not sleep with the strippers, okay?
Oh, yeah, no, none of that.
They want everybody to believe it's a shortage of drivers picking up those meat loads to get them everywhere. Oh, there's the thing. It's no meat shortage. It's just a shortage of having it in the stove. We can't find Gatorade here in Sour Patches. We are already running out.
Oh, well, it's got a lot by me down to $7. The Gatorade, the big one, is $1.19.
We got that stuff. Y'all better start using Amazon and shit.
But Amazon, they did have the case of Gatorade. I think it was like $12.99 or something. I get the big bottles. They kind of the fat bottles from my Family Dollar for $1.19 a bottle.
Mm-hmm. I just don't like freaking waiting on the stuff, and then I like to use coupons if I can, and I can't always do that. So I don't know. Oh, let me put y'all banner up. Look, y'all here, y'all. I'm gonna say it like that. Y'all give us some money. Y'all donate to the panel and send those cash apps and super chats. Now we've been talking for a good minute, so I guess we got to speed up this show. Look, the episode starts out Ray and Karen are doing the wedding plans. We have to give a shout out to Ray during this show because the Ray, I need to bring my sunglasses in here. The Ray shade this show was real. Now he starts out the show talking about are we gonna have some butterflies at the damn wedding? And I just
Ray is very shady in his old age.
Well, that's how old people are. And
I know, and I like it. I love to hear old person talk because they don't even give a damn no more. They like
get on my nerves. Honestly, a lot of times they get talking. But I'm sure the butterflies was all Karen's idea. I'm sure she really, was pressing for that, and he probably thought it was a dumb idea and just went along with it because he just learned not to fight her no more. He want to have peace.
Y'all petty. What's this number? Oh, y'all like the video? Quit playing. They said Ray climbed upstairs. Petty.
No, Ray was doing a 2-side shuffle. You saw Ray like. Shh. I was like, poor Ray.
Depending on what shoes you had on, you had to be careful getting up those stairs now.
Now Karen was damn wrong for that. You saw all those stairs they had.
I don't think they thought about that part.
Maybe that was the best thing.
But she wasn't thinking about Ray. She supposed to be thinking about Ray all the time.
About herself. Because if she failed,
you can't get over when you want it to be grand and look gorgeous, honey.
But the venue would look actually kind of small when all them people got in there. It didn't look as big as it could have been, But it looked nice.
Probably inside.
You said it was all right?
Inside.
Yeah, they tried to shade it on the outside, but Candace, you ain't got no money, so you need to stop trying to shade.
We ain't went that far.
Oh, okay.
Damn. I just got an order. Thank you very much. Look at my phone. Look, y'all finna read down. We finna take Candace down there to the church.
Oh yeah,
and her turban. We're gonna bury her turban.
And what's with her and these little tube top type of dresses that she's trying to put on?
That's fashion this season. We're gonna talk about.
That's fashion. Oh, okay.
Stop! Damn it. That face was so ugly. Like, ooh, child.
They could have kept that.
Yeah. Let's talk about Michael, Ashley, Juan, and Robin down there to the double date. Okay, now they did the backup. I'm mad, first of all, that for 2 episodes in a row they keep talking about Michael said that he was gonna suck on that man's thing, and I'm like, production ain't shit for that because they making sure that it was prevalent in our minds.
They are earning their money.
Talk about that when they went down into that date, and Juan was trying to soften up Michael about coming to the wedding, asked him why he didn't come on the trip, and he said, "I don't fucks with y'all like that, okay? And I'm not gonna fuck with them people like that. I fucks with you, Juan, okay? You is my guy, and I love you, okay?"
I think you got a new member, Princess.
The show is all about Juan and Michael. Them wives just happen to be there with them talking amongst themselves. I kind of like seeing them together though, but it is questionable. Now, Sir Michael is another person that is full of shade, just like Ray, that we don't get a chance to see too often. But he has some shade. He shaded the hell out of Chris, and I was here for it. And on the side, we're going to talk about Robin mentioning the baby shit. We'll get to that in a second. With Juan and the double date, I just old people having kids, and I said old people having kids. We're in that age group, honey. It's not the same. It's not the same. But we're gonna
take a new member, Princess.
Yes, we're gonna take a pause for the cause and give a ghetto soul clap to Paige. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel, a legal card carrying royal citizen. Yes, girl. Thank you. Okay, come with it.
No, but did we see when Juan pulled up and said Robin's car was dirty? If y'all live together, you would know that it's dirty. Like you see it every day. This goes to show this is just the breadcrumbs that they do not live together, and that Michael got him a secret apartment allegedly.
That he said
my husband not washing my car, and when he knows we're going on TV. And he sees it.
He came up and was like, she was laughing. So she was like, why are you laughing? Because the car, he's like, your car is filthy or something. Like, but you're doing that outside, like when the cameras is there. You saw, if y'all live together, you pass by the car every day. You knew it wasn't filthy.
Maybe he just doesn't ride on the inside, Maybe he doesn't, I don't know.
Because that's her car and that's his car. But the fact that he said that, again, why is my husband not washing my car?
They got a secret. I swear, I think that Warren got a secret location that Michael's paying for.
I think it's a beneficial relationship. I think that's why he hasn't,
You see them at the table, like it looked like Candace and Robin could have just left. Like
they was actually across the table to everybody. It was like, okay.
But Michael is very cringy to me. Every time he gets on screen, it's very cringy. You know, some of the things that he does and says, and even that little wink, that wink that he did at the end.
Winking at one, like it was just
oh, the wink. I loved it. I got that down.
Like it was just weird. You see the man.
He's like, yeah, I did that for you.
He couldn't even get his penis together until he started talking about Juan.
I know I'm jumping ahead, but whatever Juan say, that's what he gonna go with. If Juan say make it up, he gonna make it up.
Juan got up and went to the other side of the table and sat there and was like, "Let me move, Robin, move. I gotta go check on my
again. Y'all down to the wedding. We ain't made it to the
I know I'm jumping up, but
we just when Michael gets on the scene, we just get ahead of ourselves because
I mean, Juan doesn't feel weirded out that, you know, knowing what Michael said last season. He doesn't feel, you know, maybe he just mature and
he just feel that he found the trick.
Most dudes that I know, maybe it's a Chicago thing, I'm gonna say that, because they try to say it's a heritage thing with Mike. But any dude that I know, they would not hang out with another dude who said that he was not homosexual, that had a whole wife, and they said you wouldn't mind sucking my thing. Like there's no context.
Yeah, what is it? Is it trade-alicious? What's going on? Is this trade-alicious going on?
I think it's mutually beneficial because you got to think about it. He's a millionaire, so why would he mess up that relationship? You got a millionaire with you. You know you can get $1 million. You know, all you gotta do is just say the right thing.
He ain't doing nothing for them unless they go out and hang out.
But obviously, like I said,
that's all we know. That's all we know.
Because when you know that someone likes you and you know that this person is of means, like even if you're not interested, you may play a little game like, oh, hey,
yeah. Sometimes you gotta use what you want.
No,
you know, a little something. That's Juan probably giving a little.
That's
no.
Use what you got to get what you want.
This is why Juan don't want to be on this fucking show. Okay.
Well, no, Juan, first of all, wait, we don't want to hear that no more. I don't want to hear that Juan don't want to be on the show. Because Juan set himself up, like you were saying, Princess. No man that you know, that you know, and me either, that knows that this gentleman said this about you.
He knows it, and they keep saying
you're not going to be comfortable, or you're not going to be just gung ho. Like Juan and basically Michael only come out to see each other. Like throughout the whole show, they come out to see each other. Like Juan and Michael showed up to the wedding because Juan was showing up, Mike was showing up. So come on now, like something got to give. You either trying to play on this man that you know that he likes you. What's going on?
It's something going on with that, and
I'm not saying not to be friendly.
It's about the money.
The bromance. When the producers asked Ashley about it, and she just kind of looked like.
And even Robin was like, even though Juan, it's just something about Michael. Robin knows what time it is.
I think he actually likes Juan a little bit more than Ashley, to be honest.
Yeah, he does.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah, well, Michael's old, and when men get old, they don't like women. Not like, I'm not saying in a sexual way, but they have a tendency to not to like us like that. Like, you know, I want you to cook, clean, go do what you want, and get the fuck out of my face type of
like Ray.
Like they like to be more by themselves and do.
No, but it's a light that comes on. Like when Michael's around, I swear to God, because when Juan comes around Michael, it's a light that Michael just looks so angelic. It's like he's hearing like common song in the background. Like you just hear it playing. Like they need their own theme music. That's how magnetic it is.
And who winks anymore?
Right?
Y'all still wink?
I wink.
I may wink like, you know what I'm saying?
I just feel awkward winking. It just.
Because you're a guy. Okay?
I used to wink all the time. I wink better with my eyelashes when I put my eyelashes on.
Yeah, because then you
feel like you got allergies.
Right. It's called the come hither look. The come hither look.
But that's not winking. That's blinking.
But they're gonna be like, "Are you having a seizure, ma'am?" I'm like,
that's the wink. I wish I had some eyelashes on. Anna says she likes Michael and Juan.
together?
I do too.
I think they're cute friends, but I just think that Michael crosses the line and it makes everything questionable. You know what I'm saying?
He already crossed the line with the staff.
Homophobic on this show. So.
He's been grabbing butts and stuff, and he already expressed his love for you, and he want to grab, So
yeah, then he had grabbed Katie fiance season 1. Like
he ain't opposed to that.
Right crime. That was white on right crime. One thing you have not heard is him touching on one. Okay.
He wants to.
And if that was my husband, I would have never confessed or repeated that I heard him say that about my husband. Never.
I would have. I would have, because I would have had to let him know, like,
no, ma'am.
Me and Mike would have had to fight. Me and Mike, we're gonna have to fight.
I might have fought him, but I would have never told the cameras that man said that about my husband.
She didn't initially. She did not initially.
But she wasn't the only one that heard it, period. The fact that she said it, period. The fact that it came on camera, her and Candace discussed that they thought that they heard Michael say that. And at the reunion, she confessed. I would have held that to my grave. Never. Never.
I would have had to let that out. I'm sorry. I would have to let that out, because how am I supposed to hold in that you said you wanted to give fellatio to my husband?
I would have held it in so people like us wouldn't sit up there and drag my husband up and down.
Yeah,
but we're not dragging on your husband. We are not dragging Juan up and down for that reason. We are dragging Juan that he does not want to show up with his own wife.
I'm not dragging
They're not married.
For it.
I mean, well, his own baby mother, like the person who you say that you're engaged to, and that you want to marry, and that you want her to like try to, tape her eggs back together because them shits is powder to have a baby. Like,
she's not gonna have another baby. She's not.
I'm just saying, Robin, how old are you? Are you discussing babies? Like, who are you trying to fool?
She like 45 allegedly, but
she's on the cusp of 50 talking about.
Yeah, but that's like Rashida down there. Like, whoa, I think I'm pregnant. Bitch, you're going through menopause. Like, you're going through menopause. Like, girl, cut it out. Tell me, I feel dizzy. It's menopause.
I am not going through no menopause. I beseech you. Talk about.
No, I'm saying I can't wait. Like, I'm menopause. Like, come on now, girl. You almost 50. Talking about, I think I could be pregnant.
No.
Girl, bye.
DT, we're not gonna start this today.
I think she thinks a baby will fix it, but a baby.
No, that is made up, because Robin know better. She know better.
Y'all
and not saying that people cannot get pregnant at these ages, because they can. A lot of people can't get pregnant. Some people are fertile and they can have babies. But I'm saying, like, Robin, your kids are grown, like you already stated. And Juan does not want to hear nothing you have to say. You're making a valid point when you were saying that, look, when these kids were young, you wasn't there. You were thotting and bopping. You understand? And playing basketball. You was balling, thotting and bopping, and you wasn't there. Oh, what are you talking about? I don't want to hear it. And walk out on her? You were really considering having a baby with this man? You better give him to Michael, please.
We gotta go to that. We gotta stick with this.
Give him to Michael.
Speaking of Dubai, did y'all hear about the
Housewives of Dubai?
I'm on Juan's side.
I don't know how that's gonna
work. I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Paige said, if I told my husband that a man wanted to suck his thing, my husband would not come around or be on the show no more.
Exactly.
After that, plus he would have clocked Michael when he saw him. Yes, most men like to fight about stuff like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise him to fight about it, but I don't think it would be so gun-ho and comfortable to be like all up on this man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying not to be friendly, because my feelings are feelings. If Michael has these feelings from me, he can't help he look good. Juan do look good. Now, he can't help that.
No, the real question.
I think you can control your feelings. I think that
transverse.
No, you can. He shouldn't have expressed it. But Michael is entitled to his feelings, and I'm not going to tell Juan to go beat him up because this man said that he wants to do this, or treat him, in a derogatory way. What I'm saying is that the comfort level that you have around this gentleman that said this about you is kind of questioning. Like, it's really questioning.
That's what I was questioning.
You only come around when this man is around, and you know what this man has said about you.
We're just like, really good friends.
So it's a little confusing.
Unless they were just best friends,
Yeah.
BFF.
If this was an already established relationship and y'all joke and you like, all right, he was joking, but
it's kind of awkward. Like I said, he's very cringy, awkward. Very cringy every time he gets on the screen.
It's very awkward, but this was the prelude. Now, look, I didn't like how Robin did one when they talked about the wedding. Okay, I mean not the wedding, the baby. Oh, we want to have a baby, but he don't change diapers. Most men don't change diapers no damn way. Okay, you know. But the thing is, right? I think this was a plug for a storyline. I did not like the way she put Juan on the spot over and over again because we already went through that 1 or 2 seasons ago through therapy. Just say you don't want the baby, ma'am. That's all you got to say. It's your body. If you think he's a shitty husband, then you should talk about him. But I do not agree with putting everything. I know this is reality TV and we're out for the public, but I do not believe everything should be out. And I don't believe that.
I think she should have put him on blast, and she should have went further because it's true. It's a fact, and one needs to step into the truth. Like, but how can you ever have an adult relationship with someone if they don't want to even admit what they've done? Like, he's totally negating everything that he's probably did to this woman. And this was like, I'm surprised she had this much balls. I'm like, she don't have these balls with Giselle. Like, maybe Giselle would.
I'm looking beyond that. I'm looking beyond that. She's doing this just to have a storyline for the show.
She is.
They probably already talked about this in great detail, and for you to bring up personal business on camera to dog me out and make me look a certain type of way.
But he bringing up babies like her eggs ain't powder.
But with that, you're putting the cart before the horse because y'all can't even plan a wedding date. Or last season, y'all got engaged. We haven't heard anything about the engagement this season at all. Nothing about the engagement. Nothing about plans to do something, or because the pandemic is letting up. People are doing stuff. Like I said before, if you want to get married, you can still get married. There's nothing stopping you from getting married. So
they already been married. So I mean, you could go to the Justice of Peace and have a party.
Michael said it's not going to happen, so it's not going to happen. I'm rolling with Michael.
She said, I want a wedding. She said, I want a big wedding. Bitch, you had a wedding. I'm not saying that. Sorry for calling you that. I'm not saying that you're not deserving of another wedding, but you've already done that. Okay. So you still got the dress. So is it about the wedding or is it about the marriage?
It's about the show.
It's about appearances.
Yeah, it's about the show. The show that, Michael,
her and Giselle are the same person. They don't know how to keep men close, and I think, the relationship has been over, but I think that, Juan is staying for personal gain, just like he's with Michael for personal gain.
Right.
Maybe she's upset because Bravo, when they have those weddings on the show, they got to give you a little kickback. So I'm sure that Bravo maybe paid a little bit for Karen's wedding because we wanted to see it. And maybe they haven't given her an offer to pay for her wedding as well. Now, let's look at this. If Juan can wake up and get the kids ready for school when she's in the bed depressed, I'm sure he will help out with the baby that he wants. And I'm kind of with Juan, like, we're in a different stage of life. Don't hold that against me, what we've been through 15 years ago.
No, but some men don't change like that. And I would be I'll be very skeptical if I was her too.
But talk about that.
Why you still
about to have a baby, but you're not about to have a baby.
Right. We would not then probably been together, but if we were together, and I think he wouldn't be able to mention no baby to me. He
mentioning the baby. She wants a baby.
No, but she's mentioning it because she know that's what he wants. That men loves a little girl.
He gonna get a baby. He can go out and have a baby.
Right. This is what I'm saying. So men can have babies forever. You know what I'm saying? They can have babies until they're 100, until they die. They basically can have a baby. And where women, we cut short. We have a biological clock that stops. So she knows that it's tick, 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 Robin. Probably Whitney should have said that to her. Tick tock, Robin.
I don't know if you be asking me to have no damn baby 13 years after.
Right, I'm 45 years old.
Somewhere, sir.
And you want to come to me and talk about you want a little girl.
We've been living.
Adopt one.
As much as you cheating. You ain't getting them girls pregnant yet?
But my thing is get married first. I thought she said that she didn't want to have another baby without getting married. Didn't she say that?
Yeah, but I think they're trying to plan it. You get pregnant right after the wedding.
I hope she doesn't come back next season. If she does, just let her be a friend to the guest. But she just do not need to come back at all.
Yeah, she don't.
We'll see. Next, Candace gets a record deal. Let's get our Kleenex. It's not much to talk about, but she had her momager and her husbander with her. Those signed that their record deal down by the waist hat, okay. And look, let's Shady, because there's nothing much to say about this. I am congratulations to you, Candace. Honestly,
I'm tired of that story about I've been at home and I was singing in the hairbrush and all that stuff. That's everybody's story. Everybody does that.
I still sing into the hairbrush.
Number two, did you even look at that contract before you signed it? What does it entail?
I'm sure. I think that was all for TV any damn way.
I mean, like you just signed. I mean, what type of contract is it? I mean, did you sign up to be a clown?
It's a distribution contract, management contract, some shit.
Everything is online. You can just put it on iTunes. Distribute what? Don't nobody want to buy elevator music. We not going to the store to buy it.
We is not gonna shit on her like that tonight. We got other reasons to talk about her. Look, I told you I'm not gonna shit on that girl.
You can get it from every angle because she's tired.
I gotta reap what I sow, okay?
And her husband.
I like a couple of the songs actually. They made her a whole album. Oh,
They did a bunch of songs on the keyboard and talking about they got an album ready.
Right.
But if y'all want to buy it, go ahead and buy it. But
I'll buy it if it's free $99.
YouTube Premium. That's what you get.
If I could say I wouldn't even tell Alexa to play that.
But my thing is,
off the thing. Okay, I'm coming to all y'all rich people's wedding with this. Y'all pay for the open bar. I have yet to be wedding with these people paying for the open bar. Y'all lying. It'd be low shelf drinking.
Oh, we drinking Coca-Cola. We drinking Coca-Cola and water.
Invite me. I'm only gonna stay about 20 minutes or an hour because I can't take too many people. So I'm gonna take 2 drinks and leave.
Oh
yeah, that scene had to be staged because she did not look at that contract at all. She didn't ask no questions. They just said we just go put out singles.
It was staged. You saw that guy looking like.
All he said was we just gonna put out the whole album as singles. So
he was like, you know how many singles we're gonna put? We can put 70% of the album out as singles.
She got 2 or 3 out right now, but the album is out after 2 or 3 singles.
Her attitude makes the album funky.
Yeah, it makes me not want to get it. I'm not supporting that.
Well, that's
and so true. The way the things that you do,
attitude makes you not want to buy her record.
And you have to be likable.
Right. I don't want to buy her record.
Ask Azalea Banks. She's been doing this for so long, and do we hear any of her music?
She's talented.
And she's so talented. She is, and she's my talented Gemini sister.
Do you hear?
She's crazy. She's a Gemini. No,
she's a Gemini too.
Yeah. We're nuts. We're nuts.
That baby a different type of crazy.
No, but we.
But she's got some problems. But what I'm saying is your attitude and how you act on Twitter, it does matter.
Yeah. And how she presented herself on TV.
Better than Mel. We're gonna have to do a poll on the thing. Who's the best housewife? I thought about it earlier as far as music is concerned.
I told y'all who's my vote.
Oh,
for the Countess. Gwen, what's up? Money can't buy your class. Now I'll tell Alexa to play that.
I would say Candy when she's writing for other people.
I'm a Candy fan, and I don't think Candy can be counted because she was singing before that.
I'm talking about people who made a song like Gwen Fabulous.
Okay.
Like her or not, when Kim put out that "Don't Be Tardy," that was a bop.
That was a bop.
That was a slick bop.
Nene Leakes needs to come out with an album.
No, but her album was that Honey song. Come get this honey. Nene Leakes.
Somebody had remixed it.
Yeah, that was a little bop.
Somebody had remixed it. Put your cash app in the chat. Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Another
Here they go.
Gemini
Here they
in the
go.
building. Nene can really sing, but that song did not display her talent. Now,
No, I think it was just like a party song, like, something fun. I thought it was a fun song.
Wasn't that good.
Kenya's song. What was the song?
I'm Gone with the Wind, fabulous.
Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind, fabulous. I'm
twirl, okay. Great song.
I like that song too, but it's.
But I think don't be tardy if I can't say Candy, writing for other people.
Candy did not write "Tardy for the Party." Kim Zolciak and that country person did. What Candy did was came and remixed it and spruced it up and made it to the "Tardy for the Party" that we.
But she did her wrong on that song.
Yeah, she did well because the way that man was saying, "Don't be tardy for the party, and you can't be late. You better hurry up because it start by 8." Now, for her to take that song and take it, "Don't be tardy for the party."
Candy does magic.
Yeah, she knows. She knows.
Zolciak did the Google Me. I kind of like that song too. I don't remember it the right way.
I can't remember.
I like the ring didn't mean the thing.
Oh, I forgot.
The ring didn't mean the thing.
Kim tried it. She
had a whole career, baby. Those was the days when the Housewives was the Housewives.
I was rewatching the old episodes, and when she went in that studio with Dallas Austin, she was so horrible. Them old episodes was funny.
Yes, those old episodes. That's when the Housewives.
Carlos King, where you at, honey? Now those were the episodes.
They were funny. They were hilarious.
Yes, when she went down there singing and down to the thing.
So
and when they went on tour on that tour bus, that
when
was
Nene got in her face on that tour bus.
It said she could poke her eyes out.
Let's talk about Juan cussing out Robin down to the warehouse. Okay. So Embellish still ain't got shit in there. I don't know what the point of that whole scene was because they didn't put shit in there. 2 episodes ago, you had already got the space, ma'am. So we want to see something on the shelf that you actually sell it. But for the storyline, and I didn't like it, Robin gets on Juan's case again about having this baby, and I'm here for it. Now, I usually not here for men acting up and cutting up and leaving me and talking to me like that, but I was for Juan leaving. I understood why he tried to leave in the first place, and then she was playing with that man. He was right. You making me look like a dickhead. Huh?
Yeah, she was playing with him for the show.
She was playing with him. You making me look like a dickhead, like a sorry ass father. And I can understand why he did not like that. Now, her chasing him out there, and he told they cut away some stuff. We have to notice this. They tried to still make him look bad. He was like, "Take this mic off of me. I'm going home. I came here to take this show with your silly ass, and this is what you do. You trying to make me look like a bad father, like I don't take care of my kids, and like I didn't take care of my kids back then, and I understand she has trauma, but she was playing with that man, and I don't blame him for leaving. Like, get the hell on, rolled up his window on her. Because you could tell her reaction. Because if it were me and I was talking to my baby's father or my husband, my ex-husband, whatever, about his parentage, that would have been a heated conversation. But she knew she was playing with that man. That's why she pouted outside. Why? Don't leave.
This is her only chance for her to come back next season. It's create some drama with Juan. But listen, she's not. Hopefully she do not come back. What happened to that depressed storyline that she was doing? You just abandoned the storyline halfway through the show?
Well, she went and got therapy, and she's working.
One time,
that's how she got to the warehouse.
You went to one therapy class, and now you good. What happened?
I need to go to the Housewives therapist. The Housewives therapist, they go to what?
It's gone now. It's fixed. I guess because what she does is she hopes that you forget about stuff that she said. We're gonna forget that I'm engaged. We're gonna forget that I'm supposed to be trying to get married. Or you more concerned about your warehouse.
I think that even if they didn't plan the real wedding, if they just made a storyline out of her doing a DIY wedding, we would have been more engaged in the situation. But the reason why I feel that Juan and Robin are not on the way to the actual wedding, because you see she roll her eyes every time somebody asks her about this damn wedding. Robin is not being the wife that Juan wants her to be. And they having some rifts in that relationship. And it's honest and shit, they've been living together for 13 years, even after they divorced. So it's like, fuck it. What are we doing?
Have they been living together? Just like Giselle saying that she was in a relationship with Jamal. We know that was a lie. People do lie for storylines and clout on this show. And I hope they expose it, soon, because I'm tired of this fake storyline. We're not going to keep this going for another year.
I think her and Juan is not even together. Juan is not checking for her.
Clearly, he don't even like her. I don't think he likes her.
Yeah, and she knows that.
Like her. You can love people and not like them.
No, he probably loves her because that's the mother child, and they're more like sisters and brothers at this point. They're more like sisters and brothers. Like that's her brother.
They're
roommates. Wants a relationship to survive and actually be a relationship, then she might need to get off TV. Everybody knows that reality TV is not the best things for relationships.
Well, Robin needs to get herself together. She needs to keep moisturizing because light skin cracks, the lighter you are, sometimes you age faster.
She was not looking that good in this show.
No, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I said. She needs to moisturize and keep herself preserved for the next one.
I can't even remember.
Ron doesn't want her. Like,
oh yeah, she had that ponytail.
She had that funky ass ponytail that she put that Ampro gel down. Okay, see, we got to look something.
Not the Ampro. That's my favorite.
Yeah, because she didn't put it down. She should have patted it down some more because it's kind of sticking up,
Look, I am financially challenged right now. Okay, now we watch these shows because these people is rich. They got $1 million. I make sure that I look good for you to sit here in my living room, dining room, wherever part of the studio house that I'm at. I spruce myself up to look good for you on this wonderful little YouTube channel. You was not going to tell me that even if you didn't want to pay for the makeup artist, that you knew that Karen's wedding was coming a year in advance. We knew when the damn wedding was coming. That you did not want, okay, you didn't pay for a makeup artist too. You just couldn't go down to the beauty salon and go get your hairs did, ma'am, for the wedding, for work. You're at work.
A beautician.
We expect
you to look good. Beautician that was on the show that used to do her hair with the red hair.
I remember.
Wow.
It was a beautician that used to be down to the Potomac show doing Robin hair. She used to do a good job.
When?
She was when Robin when the show first started, I think it was season 1. She used to always go to this beautician, and the lady had a red weave, and she used to be doing Robin hair.
Go see your daddy.
Does anyone remember that? Because she used to do Robin hair. Robin hair used to.
I don't remember.
It was really healthy,
looking great,
No, her hair was really healthy, and it was the lady. She was she said it was her friend and that owned the beauty salon, and she had a red weave at the time when she was doing Robin hair, and Robin went to her probably 2 to 3 times on the show.
Maybe she don't go to us. Maybe she goes to a different culture to get her hair done.
No, this lady was black. This was a black lady, and the lady did.
I'm talking about the reasons why she looks like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Probably she wasn't paying the lady or something
Maybe she couldn't pay the lady no more. How about that?
Right.
I like Robin when she
one
had
more
the
baby.
short
She didn't pay
hair
for her hair.
cute.
How you want a baby and you can't get your hair done?
Well, that don't correlate. That don't
yes,
correlate.
It does. Yes, it does.
How, Sway?
How? Because if I me, I can't afford to have no babies. I like wigs. I'm gonna be trying to figure out if I'm gonna be buying the Pampers or a wig. I'm gonna be on Amazon scrolling looking for a wig, and then the baby gonna be sitting in the shitty diaper. Damn, I need a diaper. And I'm like, wig or Pamper. Wig or Pamper.
I'm not gonna choose between no wigs and no Pampers.
You should always pick Pampers.
If you ain't got that kind of money, then we
shouldn't have to, and that's what I'm saying. So if you're gonna have a baby, your hair should be done Robin, you're on the Housewives of Potomac. Your hair should be hooked at all times, especially if you're talking about having a child and a little girl. So what's going to happen to her hair?
Yeah,
look like you too. The baby here.
You gonna be dry?
Yeah.
But let her tell her she look good. So
You do look good. I don't think that that's necessarily a money issue. I think that's also like a fashion issue. Like,
no, it's definitely a money issue.
Problem with her, period.
Because you can look good on a budget. You just got to make it work.
I look good on plenty of budgets. Okay?
I look good on a budget.
You can look good on a budget.
I think that's a Robin thing. That's also a part of that depression.
I caught this wig on sale for $44. I got this dress from Fashion Nova. I don't know if you want to
show them the Cheetah Girl heels.
And I got my boots. Wait, let me see if I can get my flex on because I am flexible.
There she go.
Ooh, and the boots, honey, child.
You got to come through the boots. And the whole outfit is probably under $150, including hair, except for my accessories.
And the hair probably costs the most.
And the hair was $45. The boots was more than the hair. But what I'm saying, you can look decent on a budget. Like, I am very frugal. I'm fashionably frugal.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Yeah, but on this show, it doesn't pay to be frugal.
Good. She looked good when her hair was short and she was giving it. Yeah. I don't feel the motivation from her. I just don't think that she's just been giving it. Just like the mom headbands that she had on her damn head. Girl, you don't want us to age you. Why is you wearing that shit from 1982? It's not cute. You want the young hip look. And I think she's just lost all of her little steam. Honey, we need you to bring you back because your fashion and your hair lately has not been what it was season 1, season 2.
Yeah. Maybe she
That's
is.
I'm gonna need Robin to tighten up for the next man because Warren don't want you, Robin, and you got to keep yourself ready to be on the market.
I think when she tell the truth, it'll come off of her as free. But when you holding on to all them lies, secrets, it drags you down. Just be honest and say, you know what, we not together. We never together. Same thing, but just let it go. Just tell the truth.
So let's go down to the wedding, okay? So we down to wedding. Dress number 1 for the Guangdong, $10,000. What do we like? What do we think about this dress?
I like the first dress. I do like the first dress that she came out, the actual dress that she got married in. I do think that it was amazing that she was able to go up and down the stairs without falling. She had to lift the dress all the way up just to get up the stairs.
I would have tripped over the stairs with this dress.
They should have had the people help her with the dress. She shouldn't have had to lift her dress all the way up, like, to her knees, past her knees.
I know why she didn't have, because that would have been a worse hazard. But then you would have been busy looking at all the people helping me with my dress up the stairs instead of looking at me go up the stairs. As a matter of fact, let's take a little view. Look, y'all been.
But that was a struggle. Don't share.
A little channel been struck. So I'm still working on the last video so I can monetize. So we're not gonna play the volume on this dress, but honey, we saw Karen Hugo. She looks good, honey. Walking down the aisle down there.
That was a good look for a second dress. Some people first dress don't even look that good. So kudos to her for that. I like the first one. The second one, I don't know if it was a pantsuit or if it was she had short
dress. Yeah.
I did not like the second one at all.
Did we like what Giselle was wearing?
I feel like Giselle looked decent for once. I liked her hair.
She had a little bandeau dress.
And I like the gold dress. She should have wore that, something like that, to the reunion. She would have been all right.
Mm-hmm. Wendy, you're right. I think that Robin just don't give a damn about herself.
She just don't.
She don't care at this point.
She's lost motivation.
I think she's so wrapped up in the idea of having one as a husband or having this relationship, so she just don't care.
I don't even know if she's wrapped up in the relationship. Maybe she's talking about it not existing. She's just
not feeling her own self.
Yeah, she's not feeling herself.
Karen.
They should have the wedding down there, down the stairs.
So in love with you.
Karen is just very cool for having Ray walk up them stairs.
That's what she walked down the aisle. It's all right with me.
That's a ghetto wedding.
Cause you make me feel so brand new.
Then we're gonna be shooking and jiving and
I wanna spend my life with you.
That made it seem like it took her forever to get up the stairs, or did you fast forward it?
Let's stay together.
She took her time walking down the aisle. Look at her. She like, look, I paid $10,000.
Is that the song that they play for real?
I'm take my time walking up and down the street too. Huh?
Is that what they play for real?
Yeah, that's what she was walking down. That's what I said. That is what she went down the aisle to. Let's stay together.
This was a whole fool. This was a whole fool.
But that made it seem like that she took 40 days and 40 nights.
Yeah, because the way they, they're gonna be shady.
But this is the real, this is real footage.
They dragged that out. They sure did.
Yeah. Is that Ray walking up with her?
Struggling.
No, that's Brandon, her son. And
I was about to say because
Raven, her daughter, couldn't come.
She probably had the COVID.
Well, she said that she had a
not the COVID.
What you call it? Kidney stone.
But Macy Gray was there.
I'm not here for Macy Gray. I don't know.
She's not a singer to me. She talks.
I'm not here for that.
She talks, and y'all buy
it. At this point, I think Macy Gray.
But I do like the "Ass Told by Ginger" song, but that's about it.
Ooh. Now this is dress number 2. Look at Ray. He was getting it. Do you think they had sex?
Who?
They probably did.
Who? Ray and
tried.
Oh, look, she had the smoke. You can see the fog was there. Yeah.
I like it.
I like the dress. The dress is aesthetically pleasing.
And you see Wendy
even
looking.
The wig, they made sure you could see them lace.
No, but you saw the lace. You saw that cameraman zoomed in on all her lace.
All the lace, the HD lace.
They zoomed in and showed all her lace. I was like, Aaron, who laid you down?
Maybe they was in a hurry.
But it looked good though. I'm not mad.
They were dead wrong.
Or maybe they showed her while she was getting it put on, and made it seem like
she was dressed and they zoomed in and you saw all the lace. They did the zoom. They can't zoom in on a black woman's lace like that.
You know these.
And look, all her family was there. It was regular ghetto stuff going on. I love it. Ron Dom doing.
She looked good in the first dress.
Yes, she did. Couture finally named the Karen custom and made head beaded with Swarovski crystals, cascading ruffles made with Turkish silk. Gown designed by Vivian, by Anya by Vivian. Okay, Vivian. You did the damn thing.
Yeah, the dress was very nice.
She should have wore like a pink rendition to the reunion.
But we need to get into Wendy, how Wendy was laid out down to the car in the back seat.
Okay, so we get into that. Let's see. Okay,
rolled like a blunt.
The first guest is
a tight one with nothing in there but seeds.
The first guest was Candace, and she talked about something being ugly, or you got to do better when you just got through crying about your low budget ass video. This is why I have a problem. You want to dish it out and can't take it. You want people to be okay with your mouth and you saying fuck shit and bad shit about everybody, but now you crying because a woman called your video low budget instead of you being proud about it. Instead, I did good for my low budget, bitch, and it's my stuff. But instead, you want to go here and cry. So what if Karen's wedding was low budget? Don't nobody want you to hear to talk about their wedding like that and talk about I wear the Jumbotron it so we can see you go up the stairs, ma'am. It's like you come in. She been around Giselle too much. Been around her mama too much. You are walking the walk to the old hags club, ma'am. Do not be miserable everywhere you go with that negative energy, and then you don't want nobody to give it back to you.
Do not come to my wedding with that hating mess. Do not. And she had to shut up when she walked inside. She was talking smack outside, but then she had to shut up when she got in there.
And look, Chris just looked like, okay.
Right, somebody said Ashley was a hot mess. Ashley was a hot mess. Ashley looked.
I mean, the outside was what it was. I mean, maybe she wasn't concerned
I
about
probably
the
would put the
outside.
red carpet out, but it's
I
outside.
think they had something out there, but it wasn't a lot.
Yeah, they shouldn't even put nothing out there. I think they just brought more, attraction to the tackiness of the strip mall-ish look. So I think they should have just let the people skedaddle all in. They shouldn't have had no red carpet, shouldn't have had no lineup out there. Just come up in. Just come up in.
I'm not concerned about the outside, as long as
so just come in. Because when you come in, it was beautiful inside. When you get inside, it was very beautiful, very luxurious. But outside just looked real.
But Candace talking like she can afford something better.
Only thing Candace had a point on was the jumbotron, like because y'all up there getting married, like y'all done went up all these stairs, like I can't even see y'all. Like at least have a video.
I've been at worse weddings than that.
They wasn't that far away.
See the people at all, okay?
They wasn't that far away.
It wasn't that serious. That was ugly to do. Just be happy you there to get a free
meal. She shouldn't have said it. That was
don't be a hater at a wedding. That's tacky. But she don't care about being tacky. She don't care about looking tacky.
Look at that turban that was on her head.
That turban. Let's talk about that. I didn't like the turban, and I'm tired of that tube top thing that she's doing. It's like everything that she's wearing
has this. Like your breast is too little to be hanging like that. They look like little canepas hanging off the tree. But they like droopy. Este canepa, no, mami, esto poquito, etiri, poquito,
It's like she went to some clearance bin and
that's what I'm giving. Like, no, mommy, no.
She bought like 10 outfits at the same time and said all of them look alike.
It's like noticing that a lot of them look alike. All her shirts are all
of her stuff is like tube top-ish, and it's like
have my titties looking like grapes hanging from a vine. Like have them just looking like they're hanging there. Like is that the new look?
And she was looking like a witch,
because Wendy was giving that too. Like Wendy, happiness and joy didn't look too happy or joyful. Like they looked like they were sad. They were just
like she looked like a sausage wrapped up. If you cannot lay down or sit down, you can go up a size. You and your husband need to go up.
He was definitely giving me that episode of I Love Lucy when they went to that charm school and they got that tight ass dress and they had to hop.
And you're gonna be eating and drinking and you can't breathe.
I wouldn't have wore that shit to nowhere.
Did you see how she was sitting there? It gave you a stomach. It was unflattering to your new body. Like you have a new body, Wendy. Like this is not what it's
like as women. We have not went somewhere, bounded up, fried that lady to the side where we couldn't walk and we couldn't move. We did some fuck shit to get in that dress. Okay,
we have, but that was overboard
all night long. I think that dress was just a little bit too tight that she had.
Yeah, that was way overboard. Now, women, we do wear some uncomfortable things for a look. We will, but that was going too far. Because I didn't never lay down in the back of a car
to look like that
to get to a venue with a dress on. Now,
the look was. I didn't like the poof. She loves a poof.
And then it gave her a stomach. Like it made her stomach look like she was giving like 2 to 3.
Because after you get that BBL and you be eating, you gonna get all of that stuff back. It's not.
No, it was too tight. Well, so when she sat down, it was just. It was nowhere for the stomach. Your natural stomach, because you have a natural. It was nothing nowhere for it to go but here. So it was just sitting there looking like a little round hard ball. It looked like my 8 ball. Just sitting there. She was just sitting there. And the shit.
Ask the ball if she could breathe.
What are you doing?
She couldn't breathe. That's why I said I know we've all done some shit like that, but I don't think she thought it through. Like when you go to a wedding, you do want to dance a little bit.
You gotta move
around, right? I want to lick a piece of chicken or something
up that tight.
She couldn't do nothing. She couldn't even breathe. She couldn't suck in air.
It's no fun. She couldn't even sit down in a damn chair. I'm like, ma'am, or we wear that shit, right? But you have a backup dress that you bring, a backup.
Please, I would have went to the bathroom with a pair of
That's how you use the bathroom.
And I would have came out with a brand new dress.
Well, she probably paid good money for that dress. She ain't finna cut it up.
I wouldn't care. If I couldn't breathe and get to a point to where I done did it a couple times, like you said, we do be uncomfortable for a look. And I have went places like, and I'm like, oh, I can't take this. I'm going to the bathroom.
It wasn't even a look. It was something, but it wasn't a look.
Yeah, it was a look of a mess.
So let's breeze back past Giselle's ass. I like the bandeau dress. I'm tired. Look, I done broke all my little toes and ankles and things. And when you have a boot on, yeah, your foot might hurt from time to time, but I think she is riding that boot thing you know, till the wheels falls off, like you couldn't climb the stairs, you couldn't do this. Well, why didn't you do like Mariah did and bring you a personal assistant to do everything for you? You could have brought Grace with you, and, or like Ray said, the hairstylist is your date.
Or maybe she should have been that security guard that she had for the reunion last year. But did we skip over how Wendy pays her Gus? I'm liking Wendy more and more.
Oh yeah, we about to go into that. Okay. I wasn't feeling the wig because the wig was too thick.
I liked it. I like the color of it for Jezebel. I think the color was really good.
But it was just thick at the front.
You know, she can't get it all the way right. She was gonna get it.
It wasn't plucked out. It wasn't.
As long as we can get an 80% from her, I feel like she looked decent. I feel like she looked decent.
Some ugly ass shoes she picked out, but me personally, I'm a person. I'll be hobbling and shit with one heel on, like I'm stupid like that.
I broke my toe before. I broke my toe and I cut up my Nikes or my sneakers. I cut holes into the front of one of my sneakers because I broke my toe. Because I was not gonna look tacky. Like, nope. I'm not wearing that boot. They gave me the boot. I ain't wearing that boot. I'm wearing all my I'm wearing my Uggs. I'm gonna cut a hole out in my Uggs. I cut a hole out like that
because the boot is temporary. You know,
Child,
I'm not wasting money like that.
Boot.
I'm not wearing a boot.
The boot is temporary. It'll come off.
I'm not wearing a boot. I cut my whole front. You know the Nike what's those Uptowns? Cut the whole front out.
But Wendy was about to stick out the window because she couldn't even sit down in the dress. Like she was laid out in the back seat.
Right, still.
She couldn't even get out the car.
And she's tall.
He had to slide her out. He slide her out the car.
I'm surprised her feet was sticking out the window.
Bread out the oven. Like, what are you doing, Wendy? Like
this way. Because she's tall.
So
made her sit
she couldn't even sit in the front with her husband.
Well, you know, Eddie's a good man because I would have told her if you don't go upstairs and take that tight.
I would have told her to take that off and put on something you can. I'm not going to be doing this all night.
Say that you ain't never had a wife.
I would tell her, get you something.
I would want my husband to tell me, take that off.
That don't mean you going.
I'm not finna be escort, trying to get you out the car, trying to get you up the stairs, trying to get you to the bathroom.
I bet you would.
Because I hope Wendy didn't have to go up them stairs because Eddie would have to be behind her.
How did she get up the stairs?
No, but he might help her waist and she could hop.
She could not sit down
like up the stairs. So that's how you got to get up them stairs.
She could walk. She couldn't sit down. They had a split in the back. Let's give the soul clap for the super chat. Thank you, DT. Eating blood placenta. I was laughing over the unseasoned, unbuttered Karen, Stella Darby fighting at the wedding. All they needed was a manager. Oh, we finna get down to that.
Not unseasoned. Like
now,
and look, I'm gonna get into Crestation. I'm sorry, Candace. We gonna have to talk about
Candace. Candace was ugly and wouldn't speak to Ashley and said, "I'm not gonna give the ogre a time of day." Yet had nerve enough to tell Wendy that she needed to speak to Giselle and Robin. You need to go to Monique your own front door, ma'am.
Call Monique up since it's so easy.
Girl, take
I love how you see it for other people, but don't see it for yourself.
Now I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit just with that one part with Candace. Did you notice that Candy had to go get a scholar to sidebar her again about somebody else? So a scholar had not met Michael, so she felt the need to go tell a scholar about Michael and how she don't like him and how now she doesn't like him for Ashley morally. Again, ma'am, go mind your own marriage. Go. Why would you want to paint somebody else's opinion of somebody before they meet each other? That's that miserable ass action.
Yeah. I don't like that, and I don't like meeting people and they already feel some type of way. I'm like, why are you upset? I do not know you, but a lot of times people will do that and plant a negative seed about you to somebody else. They don't want to be miserable by themselves. They want them to feel the same way.
Hate everybody. Right. She did that with G, and she did that with Michael. And again, this is a woman we have to discuss. Candace, you do not respect men in their own right as them being men. You have to learn to respect men and stay in your place. And she was definitely out of place all night
throughout the night.
long. And then we talk about Robin's hair with that.
Let's talk about, can we get to the part when they were at the table, because she's talking about accountability and how Michael can't take accountability, but Candace is the one who really needs that lesson. Because she still hasn't owned up to what happened last year. She's still crying about that.
Yeah, she doesn't own up to anything.
And they're talking about she's the most hated.
She might say she did it. Sometimes she's staying in the shit. What she does is justify her poor behavior.
Yeah, she's gonna double down. She's a spoiled brat.
Yeah.
That's why Chris kids ain't gonna make it around her. That relationship is not gonna last because she's a child herself. So how can a child be a parental figure to another child? And she's a child. And it's not about her trying to be their mother, but she's gonna have to play a parental role. And she's not gonna have to you ain't gonna be arguing with the kids like, oh my gosh, she rolls her eyes.
That's problematic.
What you gonna do? That's what's gonna happen.
When you act an asshole, your kids act the asshole, you can't like be on their level.
Yeah.
You have to be more mature and help them navigate through these things. As she has arrested development, these are issues that as they're growing older, you have to help the children navigate, but you don't know how to navigate through them. But Chris does well for her is she needs to listen to her husband. Dear Candace Dillard Bassett, you have a husband, and he has more sense than what we give him credit for these past couple of years. He knows how to ground you. Let him ground you, and you need to listen to him more. And the way you talk to your husband these last couple of episodes and telling him to shut the fuck up and it's disrespectful, ma'am. Is this
Candace is definitely the type that will crawl in the sandbox and fight a kid.
She definitely has not learned her lesson. She gonna mess with the wrong, like I said, she gonna mess with the wrong man. I feel like G might do something.
She got the man that she got. Okay.
Yeah. She might mess with somebody who get back with her.
No, she's gonna mess with the wrong person. Period.
She already has. She's done it.
That's a good
it's going to be the wrong person, and they're going to probably walk her like a dog in front of Chris. That's what's going to happen. It's not going to be the wrong man. She's probably going to run into the wrong and say the wrong thing and be jumping bad, like she really about that life, and somebody going to grab her and walk her like a dog in front of her husband.
I think they figured up at this reunion about her attitude and the way she talks to people and having, just saying what she wants to anybody and everybody. We have not forgotten about Candace, okay? She hasn't even apologized for that. That was ugly. It's just ugly.
Yeah, that was.
And her in this white privilege comment, it was totally out of context.
Yeah, why are you talking about white privilege? And your husband is saying that he
white husband. Do you not think your husband is not white? Why you keep saying shit like that, ma'am? I think she forgets that Chris is white.
I think she forgets because you say white girl.
He's white.
Your husband is persuasion.
And those grown men were having a conversation.
What does that make you?
Yeah. It's something not clicking, but she does have a few people like cheering her on and say, "Oh yeah, she's doing it. She telling like it is." But those people are immature as well. Those grown men was having a conversation, and you should have just sat there and ate your food, like New York said. Just sit there and eat your food for once, and not make it about you.
That is Chris. If Chris and Michael get along, then that would make her feel like she needs to get along with Ashley. And that means that she has to grow up and act like she got some sense. And she did not want that crossover because just at the moment, let the men handle what men should do. Just like Juan, like y'all said, Juan got her from the table like, Rob, go on, mind your business. She kept calling her Rob. And he said, let me get over here. I can't see. Move Giselle, move. This is me and my guy. And I'm finna talk to my guy about us being men and stop being petty like these women, and let's get along because we allowed the women in their cattiness to get us caught up in foolishness, and that's just not the way men operate. And he was trying to cater to Michael's good sense, and he apparently knows how to reach Michael. And
he does.
A soft-spoken person, like, okay, you ain't got to fucks with each other like that, but let's get along as men and just squash it. Men
put
squash
his
me
hand
way
on
faster
Michael's
than we
shoulder.
do.
Michael was like, ooh.
And he
I'll
did
give
it
you a
immediately
hug.
after Juan said,
She's like, no, I ain't gonna shake that man's hand, but I'll give you a hug. And I think that's why she interrupted that moment. Oh, this is the whitest privilege I have ever seen. No, ma'am, you don't know white privilege. Go move down to the south, okay?
yes. she's really out of pocket, and I would get tired every time we go somewhere. You got to show out. That's embarrassing. Don't nobody want to keep being embarrassed in public. I'm not finna keep trying to calm you down in public.
You will not be invited down there to the princess wedding because princess has a rule. Even in my house, when I have any function, you better not argue. And I'm sitting up there trying to look pretty in my wedding. Y'all get to humbug and argue and talk about who bitch. I promise you, you will never do that nowhere else that you ever go, and you won't come nowhere else. Now I'm not coming up there acting like that.
It's like every time
and all that
somewhere.
Stuff. Man,
oh my God,
get out.
I know we are on the show, but you don't have to make yourself the spectacle.
Yeah, and I hope this is just for the show. I hope this is not really her, because like
I think this is her because that's how she acts on social media.
I believe that's her. She can't.
That's how she acts.
I think she might have like a disorder. Like I just can't. You know, sensory disorder.
Her mama spoiled her and let her think that she can get away with stuff. I think if you, as a parent, if you don't tackle these issues early on, when you see something in your child that could be a problem, you need to tackle that because they can grow up to be a brat, a serial killer, or a rapist like Nicki Minaj's husband, but alleged.
Ooh,
anything.
Be careful with that. You're gonna have the people jumping on us on the damn video. Lord. Oh my Lord.
Just say that, you know. I want to see Nikki on this thing because I'm like, girl, you got time to Nikki, come on a reunion?
Nikki is only gonna show up for the 4th part, and she probably not even gonna be there for the whole hour. She's probably gonna be 30 minutes. I'm
gonna need for them to get her in and get her out.
And she showed up with some.
I want them to go. I want her on the first. How many parts are they gonna have to this reunion?
4.
3.
I'm gonna need her on the first part. Now?
It's 4 parts. Bravo said 4 parts.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure. They said 4
plan for 3. We got to plan for 4.
Wait, I gotta cultivate some looks.
Go on the website. They said 4 parts.
I'm gonna go look now. I got to recalibrate what we're doing here. I plan for.
They said 4.
But I'm gonna need Nikki to come in on that first part.
No, she's coming in on the last.
She's coming at the end because at the beginning, Andy's gonna act like Nicki Minaj couldn't make it. Then she's gonna pop up, and then they're gonna be so surprised.
Mama Dot did a disservice by that check her mouth early on. Well, that's because Mama Dot got a reckless mouth. She can talk to her husband like that on camera. She just got to be worse at home. And that's what she was trying to say, that, you know, I don't talk to my husband like that in public. You should not talk to your husband like that in public or behind closed doors. It's toxic. It's terrible. It's poor communication skills. I do not want to live with a person and look at their asses every day if I got to talk to you like a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but especially for no reason.
And you're not going to be treating me like that every day. I'm not going to allow that. You know, there's some people that's going to allow things to continue. But, I mean, unless you're just in it for the money, I'm not going to be miserable in my own house. I refuse to do that.
Well, I guess she's like, it's not even your house, it's Dorothy's house.
Like Ashley did.
That's why she mad. That's why she keep throwing up white privilege and all this stuff, because, no, you talking about it's rich privilege. Let's be clear.
And
don't say white privilege, because your husband is just as white as that man.
Maybe what she's saying is because Michael has touched people and he's still been allowed to be and has not been sued by Bravo, that is white privilege. I do understand that point, because if a black person was grabbing people on the show,
they wouldn't go for it.
If it was R. Kelly, you could pay enough, you would.
But you know how they say right message, wrong messenger?
I don't know.
Message. Right message.
This is Bravo. Bravo is kind of iffy when it comes to race anyway. They're kind of
it can be white privilege, but I think Candace is the wrong messenger to call out white privileges.
She's the wrong messenger for everything that she tries to
because
say.
when you're sleeping with persuasion every night. Because
of your character, really. When you haven't, built up your own character and you don't carry yourself in a certain type of way, nobody's gonna take any message that you try to deliver seriously. It's gonna fall on deaf ears, and you're just gonna be looking like a clown.
To be like a really good, like I used to like her a little bit when she first came.
She was always annoying to me, always, even when she first got on.
Off with her mouth, I was just done. I'm like, I can't, child. And look, we got to give shouts out to Chris Bassett today. And I'm here for the reunion, honey. I ain't gonna play it with these dang copyright issues we're dealing with. I don't have no strikes officially yet, but I ain't trying to get one either. But this picture here of the Candace Diller Bassett and Chris Bassett. Shouts out to Chris Bassett. He actually looked like he was working with something right about there when they started.
Is this an old picture?
Yes, it is.
He looks like he looks happier, younger than,
Yeah, but Chris is not an ugly guy.
Cut that beard down, Chris, just a little bit.
Sometimes the beard doesn't work for everybody, we have
our resident beard expert right here.
Yeah, I can give him a little point. It's just trim that beard down,
Yeah, I think he should trim it down because it makes him a little younger.
I think he was trying to look like he was really in a pandemic. I think that was the look
he started that before the pandemic. He just trying to look rough and rugged.
Candace looks 10 years old in this pic.
Men get turned on with themselves by looking like they all rough and rugged and whatnot.
But it doesn't work for everybody. So
yeah.
It does age you. We can do things that age us. Beards do age you. Yeah.
They do, and if I didn't have one, I would look much like a teenager.
Y'all want to call in? You got a couple more minutes before we wrap it up.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like sometimes when men shave their face, they look like they hiding from the law. Yeah, you just look like inconspicuous. Like you did something. Like who you running from? Like
I would feel weird because I've had it for so long. I would just feel like an alien.
Yeah, and then they get that bald, naked face looking like, and it's just
it's like a little bit ashy.
Yeah, just like
connecting with the thing. I could see Chris Bassett doing that.
No, I like his beard. I think he should get this part right here.
I think what he has is fine. Just shave it down because it's not working.
Trim it down.
It's not working for you.
Do some skin exfoliation. You don't let this woman stress you all out.
Yeah, he was stressed because he didn't have all them gray hairs.
He's stressed. He better get some L'Oreal.
What's the Beijing?
Get you some CeraVe. This is what I'd use.
Oh, let me see what's that.
He said, "Fuck my life."
Oh yeah.
This is really good. It's really good for your skin. I washed my face with it, and then I got the CeraVe lotion.
Okay.
I unlike Robin, I do.
Right.
I want to keep myself.
Try to keep it
together. Let me find out.
It's a little bit more expensive. Good.
Yes, Kansas definitely aged that man. He was with her for how long? And he done aged 50 years?
I forgot how many years.
Like the next year, like
how old is he?
Barely 40.
See, he shouldn't have all them gray hairs, at this point. Yeah, I done stressed him out.
Say what? Don't be scaring me because Cleveland ain't that fucking far from me, okay?
I can't believe it's that cold up there for y'all. It's 70 degrees down here.
Really?
I got my heat set to 70. It's in the 50s today.
Oh, it's in the 50s here in New York City.
Oh no, it doesn't get like that till December around here. December, January.
I love it. I don't like the summer. I hate the summer. I would prefer a fall. Like if it could stay fall all year round. If it could stay 55 degrees all year round, I'll be fine.
55 is cold.
I like being cold. I want to move to Alaska. I want to bundle up.
It's 46 degrees. You can keep that too, Mase. Oh, it's 39 degrees right now.
I love the cold.
39.
That's nothing. Freezing is 32. So.
I want the snow. Where's the snow? I want the snow.
Oh, you can have that shit. You can have that shit. I'm in Chicago. Snow ain't no hope. Snow ain't no hope. It's 40 here now. So yeah, it's snowing and that's snow mixed with rain. I'm good on that. Look, y'all got like 2 seconds to call before we wrap it up. Let's see what else about this here wedding. Okay, Giselle shaded the friends part of the wedding and tried to shade that Ray still loves Karen and the part about their vows and stuff. Again, another member of the Old Hags Club. You come to the wedding to be miserable, to talk about these people wedding and their happiness. You can't help but to shit on it. 2 miserable people, Candace and Giselle.
And she also said that Karen be going to people DMs. You can't throw
like nothing, how you gonna say that?
You can't throw nothing on the last episode with no
receipts.
No receipts. You just provoking stuff. Let's talk about Cynthia's husband for a second, but you throwing stuff out there.
She said that at the beginning of the season when we said she had a hot box and she was a broke down whore from Hampton University. She said that she was going to say that, and I guess she stopped some of the stuff that she was going to do and say because they made up. But remember, she said that she was going to do that at the beginning of the season. Mm-hmm. But how do you know what's in somebody's DM?
Yeah, how do you know she's going in somebody's DM, and how do you know the whole context of the conversation? Like, did you read the whole thing? Or are there screenshots?
Yeah, let's talk about this last thing before we wrap up. Giselle got a man.
She admitted that they broke up.
Go ahead.
She had one, and then they broke up right before filming.
Per usual.
She's a liar.
She always lying. I think
that DJ Richie's guy.
That is so sad.
She is horrible.
Rose Mase at the vow reunion. That was tacky, okay? So yeah, the thing was I kept looking to the left and to the right both times to see she looking what side of the house. Now look, how you do this and down to the wedding? I'm dating somebody and he's 34 years old. Like we can't hear you, ma'am.
Yeah, like nobody, girl, stop.
Was she doing that in quotation marks when she was behind her purse? You know, hating, just so I can say I'm doing something.
Like the church fan for Giselle for that. You got a man, Giselle?
Did you call me DJ Richie Sky? You was talking about me?
No, she said it was somebody that she was dating. He was in the DMV area and he was a commentator. He was about 34 years old. I said, "Is that DJ Richie Scott?"
You don't want her. No one.
He's married. I think he's married.
Yes, he's married. And he's married to a man. But yeah, it was just that far fetched.
Right. Even if he wasn't, it's a no. It's a no.
I just feel like people who lie about their life, they're really miserable, and they want you to feel like they're doing great. Just be honest. If you was honest about, like I said with Robert, be honest about your life and stop lying, because you can't fool everybody. You might be able to fool one or two, or they might lie to you in your face and say, "Oh yeah," but they know you lying. You wasn't dating nobody.
And then if she seems more vulnerable, she probably would get a man. Like,
you would be more likable.
Saying that you got a man, and the way you act, you're deterring people from wanting to even be around you. Like, your attitude is the way you carry.
It's none of your business.
You're on the show. You're on a reality show.
Telling people
about your life.
Like Princess said, you down to the thing, telling people like this.
She's a terrorist.
Like you want us to hear, and you want someone to ask. Like, I wouldn't even pay her no. I would have did Wendy on her. I would have paid her no attention.
Just show up with them one day. Like, at this point, just show up with them.
She said, "Can we get a fuck no as an answer option, please?" Y'all so bad. Yeah, it's y'all so bad. But the thing is, the way she even says, "I'm dating someone," then it should have been none of your business. Yeah, I go out on dates. I fuck around,
But
but
you
I
put it
can't
out
wait
there.
also to the reunion with this Jamal situation. Who don't know when they break up with somebody? I know when I break up with somebody. I might not remember
Yeah.
the anniversary,
They
but
wasn't
I
even
sure enough
together
know
to
when I
break
got
up.
rid of your ass. Okay.
Just admit that it was a lie, and I think Andy knows it's a lie. He was trying to get her. We're flashing forward to the reunion, but he was trying to get Gizanet to just admit it.
We know
Be
you
cautious,
didn't just admit it.
because he basically said that he wasn't in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
While you was trying to make him look bad, like he was cheating again, and he's a pastor now. He doesn't
He
want.
been cheating. He's still a whore, pastor and
He's
all. He's still
still,
pastor.
but he wasn't in a relationship.
He getting sanctified coochie.
If that's what you
I'm
call
trying to.
Pastor Coochie Pop vagina, then okay.
That's what she said. She was down to the church convention, giving it up.
You
So
don't feel a
that's
certain type of way
sanctified.
walking. You don't feel a certain type of way walking into the pulpit after you done did some stuff.
That was just, I couldn't believe that. I'm telling you, when I heard her say that she was down to
But you
the
can't do
convention,
that and go back and do the same thing that you was doing
and
before.
y'all at a church convention, and this is why this is the why. And I don't knock nobody for going to church. Like, do you? I cannot. I cannot.
It's not every church. It's not every.
No,
church,
it's not every church. It's not every. It's just the whole thing with organized religion for me. Like, just organized. It's like, oh my God, like you telling people not to, like, they, like a lot of times, like, oh, if they're gay, like a lot of people gets mad about people being gay, whatever. It's a sin. But your own pastors is down to church conventions doing stuff. Is one sin greater than the other? Well, I know people they be throwing their legs to the moon, having babies, and they ain't married. That's a sin. Isn't fornication a sin?
I just feel like as a pastor, you should feel a certain type of way if you doing stuff like
you're
that.
Supposed to,
and you're
but
preaching.
That don't mean you don't get used to sinning. That's everybody,
right? And it's just so like, and you're down to like, it's just like we know that you're human. You're gonna do things. But you're saying that you're down to another church convention with another pastor.
We're not going to talk about this. He got a horror.
It was just shocking. So being that she knew what was going on, Giselle should have just come clean. She just be like, look, I thought it could work out. I wanted, my relationship back, but it just didn't work out. She should.
And that would have shut Monique down. If you went and told the truth, that would have shut everything Monique was saying down. But
yeah, like I thought I could get him back. I thought it could work,
but that's not even the truth. That is not even the truth. They did it for the show. That was.
But for you to say that y'all was together and y'all have a relationship and this is your man and all this stuff, and we obviously see that it's not used like you outwardly lying. So I would rather just she needs to get Olivia Pope on the situation. We need to call Olivia Pope to make people, twist the story.
They just wasn't fucking for real. That's all. They was probably fucking, but they just wasn't in a relationship. We all know that Jamal is whorish. He's displayed that over the years, so that's why I'm immune.
How many kids is that? 13.
I think it's more than.
He got a lot of kids. I don't know.
I think he got 13 kids.
I don't think it's that many, but it's a hell of a lot of them.
I feel bad.
Oldest one is older than just oldest daughter.
Yeah, he had kids when they got married.
Not with her.
That was the rumor of allegedly. That's why she went to the crazy house allegedly.
Yeah, she was pregnant.
I'm sure that she went crazy because she knew she had to go back to him because she needed, money. So she had to come back to it and was trying to.
Her daddy was going to take care of her. She just didn't want to lose face. That's all that was.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of women sometimes stay in their relationships or something like that because it's the idea like, look, everybody knows that we're together. Everybody knows we're married. If I leave, they're going to be questioning why, and it's going to be I told you so.
People get married all the time.
If he had babies on you,
relationship.
This ain't he's just start hoeing. So he's a professional. So
yeah,
this has been going on for a long time. So
I know people. They be like, oh, I done paid for the wedding already, so let's get married. I know you doing this, that, and other. I've been privy to it, but that's not me. I'd rather just fuck you.
I cut my losses.
It happens, but a lot of females, and it's so sad.
We'll just have a party. We'll just have a party, and then we'll just tell everybody to come.
It happened on Brazilla's once. The man left her and didn't come to the wedding, and she sat there at the reception. That was so embarrassing. I felt bad.
Oh my God! I think like women, we got to stop being desperate. Stop acting like you're so hard up for a man. Like, guys.
But
like
he was wrong. He waited all the way to the man wedding to leave her. Like, we could just talk about this. I might be mad, but I'd rather you not fuck up my life like that. Let's not get married.
Consider it a blessing in disguise,
right?
That you didn't go through with it, because there's a lot of people trying to escape marriages, that feel like they stuck in.
Yeah, and then she tried to act like she's so tough. Like sometimes she got to be vulnerable, like the strong black woman. Like I'm not a strong black woman. I'm gonna tell you right now. I am weak. I'm telling you, I'm full for no reason. Sometimes in my house, I walk around and I just fall so my husband can pick me up because I let him know. I'm not strong. Like, don't be strong. I'm a strong black woman. I do it by myself. I can do everything by myself. No,
I understand what you mean by that, because that stereotype negatively impacts black women, even in the medical field. They feel like, she can handle it, or
she can handle it. No, I cannot. That's why I said I walk around.
Yes, that's right. I need him. I do.
No, I fall down because I'm weak.
Yes,
I'm dainty and I'm weak. I'm like a little flower. No,
and that's what they saying. The therapist told Giselle, look, that's why you ain't got no man, because you won't depend on the man and let the man date you. You want to date.
You ain't gotta depend. You just gotta, collab. Just look at it as you working together. You can't work with nobody. We learned that in kindergarten.
They need to stay single. Yeah, overwhelming response. 92% of y'all think that Giselle is lying and she ain't got nobody.
She's lying, to make herself look good.
It was obvious that she was lying.
We do not.
She's a liar. That's why I call her Jezebel.
Oh, look at here! Before we go, we got a little support. Look at it. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. With the soul.
Yeah, take it down to the church.
Thank you. Woo. Yes, thank you for the super chat. Yes, ma'am. I'm strong when I have to be. If I might have my man open jars for me to show, I'm tell you right now. And
I could lift the whole couch. Let me tell you something. I'm strong as I could lift the couch. I could do everything, but I'm not. I'm gonna fall down. I'm gonna act weak. I can't carry anything. Help. Like I'm saying, but I'm serious.
We know Dr. Coochie Pop was fucking on Jamal. We understand that part. We definitely believe that.
And there was, I'm sorry, I cannot be in the bed one night and then wake up and go on the pulpit. Y'all gonna have to get a guest
in the pulpit. They come in the office fucking on the people.
Right. Fingers smelling like Caducci.
Not Caducci.
Caducci, Coochie, Dick, and
look at the past. Okay, look at the church that he's pastoring at.
I'd be afraid. I know that church is rated.
Fucking on the young men in the church. Like, it's just the whole culture of
multiple. It was a whole bunch of them too, and they just kept coming out one after one. It was like R. Kelly.
That was crazy.
Church.
It was like an R. Kelly situation.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
All of them is nasty. Y'all not trying to get that spirit up out your church. Look what y'all keep bringing in. No, ma'am, no, sir.
And a lot of people left because of that, but I guess,
as they should have. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people did leave that church.
But people carry spirits. That's a whole nother conversation. People
but it's like it goes to the point, like they're not letting people be people. Let people be people. Let you do you. Like, because that pastor probably was openly who he was.
He was married.
But he shouldn't have been married. That's what I'm saying. He probably was forced into marriage because of the church. The church wants a certain image or something. I can't praise God, or I can't believe in God, or I can't preach the word of God because who I sleep with in my bedroom. I'm not capable of doing that.
That's why I said this is another conversation, because this is about us doing better when we know better. It's an ethical question.
Yeah, it is. It is very ethical, but it's ethical that man had to sneak around, marry a woman.
He didn't have to sneak around and do shit. He did that shit because that's what he wanted to do.
But why?
But he had been married to her for years.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but why?
Not only was he cheating on his wife, but he was fucking little dudes, and it was pedophilia. That's and it's he had a whole lot of stuff going on over there.
Was disgusting. But like I said, a lot of people get forced into this box like he has to mess with little like, oh, I want to get this urge that I have off, but who can I get to shut up? Who can I get to fulfill these urges? Because he's probably not going to go to a grown man. You understand? Because a grown man is probably going to blow him up.
That's probably not what he
about
wanted.
down in Atlanta.
Yeah, I said a young boy, them little boys that he probably bought him a car, bought him a something, and they keep them quiet for a little while. Like, and then coercing them. Like, either way, it was just nasty. It's just disgusting. It was terrible.
It's disgusting. All of them going to hell, like for real.
Yes, that's just terrible.
They gotta answer. You got to answer to God for that,
okay?
Right? So, I'm not too y'all silly. Oh, she going at it, DT. That's not really Dr. Coochie Pop. That's our resident Dr. Coochie Pop.
That name, Dr.
We have to say
Pop. That is just too funny.
Around here, Aquarius. That's just a resident joke that we have. We know
every time y'all say Pastor Coochie Pop, I just fall out.
I know what you're talking about.
We gotta be alleged. That's why he's doing that.
But if you did all of that stuff, why were you so proud to admit it and send pictures and you know, I wouldn't want my reputation. Why do y'all do stuff like that? You know, if you a pastor, don't you want your reputation?
There's a lot of women that it's an emotional thing, and they feel like got to get even, and they do evil shit.
Because if you found her church conviction, spreading it wide and laying it low,
because she had
and you find out that this man's a hoe, and he gotta go.
Was she getting even with Jamal or Jezebel?
I guess both of them. Probably both of them. Because you probably feel like, you know, he was with me, that's my man. Now you're on national TV broadcasting that's your man when I know what the relationship that we had and you wasn't there.
Because you're doing superhead type of stuff. That's the stuff she used to do. It's like take a picture when we in bed. If he go to sleep, you taking pictures and stuff. You doing superhead activity.
You're gonna have to have a whole nother show.
But, oh my God, we got a sidebar about Mike Hill. Did you hear about the cheating rumors?
I heard about it, but I need more evidence.
No, the evidence was in his kitchen with all his female friends. That's what the evidence was, because ain't no way you got a kitchen full of female friends. I could see 1, 2, or 3, maybe 3.
But some people,
and I'm not gonna judge him for that. We're not gonna discuss that because we don't have. Is a journalist part of me. I'm not going to discuss it until we
because that's
that's why I didn't post it, because we don't have no proof. You know, I saw the little screenshots, but that wasn't.
That's not proof. But he would.
That's not proof.
I'm not going to take nobody's marriage.
I'll be scared to like somebody who never was in love with anybody. I'll be scared to date them.
Yeah,
but Cynthia don't mind divorcing. She don't mind getting a divorce.
Certain lines I'm not going to cross. Them people is over there married. When you talking about somebody just fucking on somebody like Giselle, that's fine. But if we know Jamal is a whore because they admitted.
Yeah, he's out.
I can't say that about Mike.
It's just you don't know if it's true or not. I personally would be skeptical. Like if you was with several people and you never loved any of them, or you say that you're saying that to make you feel good.
Like but you got to realize people can say anything about anybody. So
yeah.
Before that show, when you say stuff like that, I want to see the receipts. Show me what happened.
Show me the whole women. I need
the pictures. Show me the text messages, the DM,
especially after what we just did with Wendy. Yeah, and I'll say I'm sorry, Wendy, even for my 2 cents in it. I will no longer subscribe to that. When you talk about people relationships, they marriages. And if you ain't really gave me no receipt, I'm not taking.
Because they never produced. I never seen any actual receipts produced on that either.
No, but once you go on TV, people going to talk about that. They're going to make up
but
stuff.
Nobody knew because I never heard about that rumor until it was brought up on the show. You know, when I heard about it being on the show, that's the only time I heard about it. So
but people going to make stuff up, even if it's true or not true. They're going to see him. They see people in a relationship and want to disturb it.
Sometimes people are just bored. We've seen, people that have whole pages just to hate on YouTube, just whole pages. So, I've seen it all now.
Famous like that too. We'll have some trolls like that too.
Yeah,
I don't want none of
like
those.
I ain't even looking forward to it.
No, I said I don't want none of those. Like I can't.
I block. I
don't pay attention. Like I don't like respond and stuff like that. It takes a lot. Like for me to like I wouldn't respond to somebody I don't know. Like
I block. I love to block.
He said he saw the naked pictures.
Ooh.
Send them to me.
That's a receipt.
But like I just said, it would just be. I would be alarmed to get to be in a relationship or marry someone who says to me, because what are you trying to tell me? You trying to just lie to me and make me feel good that you was with several people. You not. So are you capable of being in love with somebody? Are you capable of loving someone? Are you capable of not cheating on someone?
The right woman. Look at here, all receipts. You can email to the House of the Princess or DM me.
Oh, you got the hotline?
Somebody said they got the pictures.
Yeah.
Any tea you want to give me that?
But I haven't seen it really. I saw it on one blog, but the receipts wasn't. It wasn't enough.
I haven't even chased the story.
It's on a couple blogs, but
yeah, they just said they had, but they said they did have the screenshots of I think the DMs or something.
But I was trying to read them, but it just it could have been about anything. Those are not very clear, concise DMs. Saying,
either way, I want Cynthia.
I want to see you in my hotel.
To be happy. I like Cynthia.
Who?
I like Cynthia,
and she deserves happiness.
I love Cynthia.
She deserves to be happy.
And if then I know Bravo probably call her, hey, you want to renew that contract? We still got it on.
I know, but she probably sitting there like, shit, I bowed out too fast.
Shoot, Bravo might call her. They desperate for this next season.
This whole time, I wouldn't want that either. Messing up my piece.
Well, she should have. I think she should have took the friend of the show.
It was probably it's an ego thing. You've been a wife for 10 years, and then 1 year.
But you shouldn't even been a wife after the first 2 seasons. I think she should have got bumped down to friend.
She should have been bumped, but y'all kept. Yeah. I feel like y'all should still keep it. You need a neutral person in the mix. Mm-hmm. You need somebody that's that's kind of level headed. And Kenya needs a friend, actual friend on the show.
I guess that's gonna be Candy's role now.
That's gonna be Candy now, but
Candy ain't going nowhere.
But Candy ain't friends. They friends, but Cynthia and Kenya were like that.
Yeah,
she'll be around at some point. But she's also not staying in Atlanta like that. She's in LA with Mike, and so that's probably problematic. It's time to grow. Your kids grown. Well, maybe they get a spinoff. Mike's been doing some work. ESPN and whatnot. So you never know.
I'm gonna need her to come back to Atlanta because I need her to go to Lake Bailey.
She probably gonna sell Lake Bailey. That's her single woman house. She not trying to stay there.
I don't think so. I think
you think so? I think she's gonna sell it and move to LA and be on Beverly Hills Wives.
I don't think Cynthia ain't gonna fit in Beverly Hills.
Why? She gonna be the brokest one there, but I mean, looks wise.
No, looks wise. I'm just saying, like the whole Beverly Hills. I just don't see Cynthia. I could see Cynthia in New York or Atlanta. I could see her in New York, but I can't see her in Beverly Hills.
Maybe OC. Maybe they put her in OC.
No, not at all. No.
Bravo loves dropping
Housewives,
different races on these white
shows.
They
do need to bring another race, but they need another person to come to OC, like somebody who's going to shake it up. Like we know what Cynthia gives already. Like,
but Cynthia not going to shake up nothing. She ain't going to.
That's what I'm saying. Cynthia gives stiff, so she could come to New York because New York already got she'll just.
But Cynthia had her moments. You remember when she told Phaedra to win a case? She get
when she kicked to Portia, she donkey kicked her.
She kicked her, and
So if you are being cheated on, Cynthia, you know what that foot do.
You know that windmill. You know
what that foot do.
She look like she got a strong kick too.
She's not gonna sell her. Look now, all of a sudden I'm getting weird ass people following me and shit. Y'all go on here with that.
Sure, and I know Cynthia wear like a 10 or 11.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell my house either. I wouldn't sell my house, not at all. There's no purpose in selling it.
But if she's not gonna be there,
But they come back and forth. She has a whole business in Atlanta. She's not gonna sell her businesses.
I forgot what she got there.
A wine
She got
cellar.
the Bailey agency and the wine cellar, Bailey wine cellar.
Wait, Bailey agency still going on?
I guess.
Yes, and the wine cellar is an entertainment venue. I wouldn't give up my money and not make money just because I got married. That's dumb.
All I gotta say is, where's Peter?
He paid her money, and
Where's-
Peter's over there.
Peter's
with
somewhere
Apollo.
being messy.
Peter's somewhere with Apollo building houses. Like,
Him and Apollo was trying to get a show, building houses together.
I'll watch Apollo.
They can get no. I don't want to watch Peter. Peter get on my nerves.
Yes, Apollo is fine.
And the eyeglass company. Yeah, she got stuff that she's doing. So let's get up out of here. Let's do some closing words. Cause next week is a finale. Not the
reunion.
Pretty in Pink. The reunion. Pretty in
It's gonna
Pink.
be a good one. It should be pretty good.
Oh, I got a new pink dress today too.
Yeah, it should be.
Amazon.
Y'all gonna show out.
Amazon.
Can I add stuff to your? I want to add stuff to your wish list.
Yes, you can add stuff.
I'll be looking at it. I'm like, I want to add stuff. I want to add stuff. Princess is gonna be like, who put this on my wish list?
That's
I don't think she
that's
gonna
how I
do
got
that.
that graduation gown and shit. People buy their own stuff that they pick. Some of these crowns and stuff, I didn't pick them. They picked their own stuff. And
Yeah, I'm gonna get. I see the crown. I want to get you because I already have the crown too. I bought it for my son, and it's a nice crown. I didn't think it was as nice as it is. It's really nice.
I got the
Okay.
So closing words, Mase.
Ooh, well, this episode was very exciting. We loved the wedding. Can't wait for next week. And you could catch me down to the Instagram at Mase_Marow, or on my other Instagram page, turning hoes into housewives at Mase_Cooks. And here every Tuesday.
Does she really sell dry coochie cream?
Woo!
Cynthia. I didn't know she was selling dry coochie cream.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Dry coochie cream.
Yes, he
She
does.
used that cream when she was laid.
Y'all get me one.
Peter laid out on that massage table.
Make
Peter
us
was
a
ready.
wish list, Shady.
Peter was ready, but
everybody
she
needs one
wasn't.
anyway for the holidays for Christmas. So y'all make a wish list, and that way we just add what we want to add to it.
Let me see.
What's the name of Cynthia's coochie cream?
Yeah, we need to find that. But in the meantime, give your closing words.
Well, y'all can find me on Instagram at Shady Room. Sometimes I do post sneak peeks of Potomac, so you can check those out there. And for other memes and whatever I want to talk about that day.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm looking forward to next week for the reunion. It should be pretty good.
And we're gonna play some games and have some things going on. I got some things to deliberate. Yes,
you got some.
Not truth or dare.
Yes,
we might have
Nicki Minaj from the crown. I'm gonna send you.
Is that a crown?
Yeah, this is the box that comes in. I said it's really nice. It's heavy too.
Oh, look at that! Oh,
that's an official crown right there.
It's heavy
like that.
That's the crown jewels right there.
Yes, send me your address or in my DM. I'm gonna send it to you today. I'm gonna get it.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yes, again, replay. Look, we low on likes anyway up in here. Y'all better sit down over there and go press that good old like button.
Yes, hit the likes.
We need the likes. We need to get all up in your algorithms, and also subscribe. I need your subscriptions. Do me a little favor. It don't cost you nothing, even if you're on Facebook. Come on over here to the YouTube channel. Support a sister. Press the subscribe button and support me. Okay. Also, you could be like Paige did today and be a legal royal citizen. All up in the palace. We have after darks. We have exclusive members only stuff. And you will be supporting the pages, supporting the people. The Cash Apps is running across the bottom. Help the people out. We need money to keep going, just like the offering times. That's what we're doing here. Okay. Give. Come back to you. We need your benevolence and we appreciate it. Okay, and the join button is in the description box, little box next to the subscription button. Any way you want to get it in is what we get in. Also, as you can see, I am a businesswoman, multi-level income. I'm trying to get somewhere. I ain't there yet. Trust me, I got a long ways to go. But those who support my businesses, including Royalty Beauty Brands, with featuring Young Bella Lip Gloss, you can get you some bundles. Go over to theintimateduchess.com. That's one of the newer companies where you can get you some draws. The draws are not available yet, but we need you on the mailing list so we can let you know real soon how you can get your tatas up here from down.
Is it up? Can I go get a bra?
Yeah, if it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up.
I want it up and it's up.
Get your titties off the floor and bring them on up here. I will
We're gonna
help
need to
you,
get the bras for Candace. We're gonna need to get her the bras. I'm tired of canepas. Those canepas. And she.
I mean,
I'm gonna have the waist cinchers
to lift up,
so you can look from ear to ear. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have it all. On your commercial, I have a pink lip gloss, but didn't see it on your website, and I wanted to buy it. It's there. It's either, I think I was wearing rosé. So it's either rosé or Pink Panther. Those are the two pinks that I have that is on the commercial. I soon will have House of the Princess pink available, but it's there. I need to restock some things and put some things actually in inventory, which I'll be working on, because I just got a notification that some stuff is out already. So yeah, you have a pink color back you're holding, smiling at the end of the commercial. Yes, that's in there. That's I believe that's rosé out. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of Pink Panthers, so I don't know why you wouldn't find that. But if not, it's rosé is like a lighter, softer pink. It should be in inventory. I need a super push up, honey. I'm finna be selling race cinchers, corsets, all of that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a metal.
I like to have surgery. Everybody like to have surgery. I'm gonna get some fajas and some all that good stuff. We'll be steady building to the inventory as I grow into a brick and mortar store. And you come see me come to work for a little bit, and then I'm gonna do rich white woman stuff and rich black woman stuff. Get some the help. Have somebody else do the work.
Yes.
Get somebody you trust.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot you, okay?
I'm just saying.
Too long. I ain't gonna play with you. Fucking my shit up. I still live in Chicago.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of shady people out here.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I've got your social security number, your background check. I'm coming to your mama's house. It's over here fucking with me. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna act like we got some sense. We're gonna come to work and you ain't gonna steal and all that, because I try to be a good employee and keep people happy. Look, y'all didn't look down, so maybe I'm trying.
They said we were scared. I mean, I don't know where that come from. Like I said, I'm not gonna be scared in my own house.
No, Princess is a good person. She's a good, fair person too.
Yeah,
you're gonna be very. You're gonna be. You're very, like I said. I feel people energy. That's how I say I like her. I like when you like who you like, and that's it. Like I like everybody. I like a lot of people. Like
I don't like everybody. I'm gonna just be honest.
That's like it varies. Like with the YouTube thing. Like I started watching a lot of the YouTube during the pandemic because you're home. Whatever like that. And I watched a lot of people's channels. Like I love, like if it wasn't for about all about the tea, I wouldn't have saw Princess,
True.
So,
True.
And look, we're supposed to be going down to the Huntsville tomorrow. I got to check in with California Cutie, see what time it is. Maybe. I don't know. I know she's been working. Maybe Simone can drop in tomorrow.
I might drop in because I want to talk about that mama. That mama doesn't know how to talk.
You want to come in here for the month?
That house
is
this is why Martell is the way he is. Look, you see how that mama jumped in?
She was doing all the mamas on this show is messy except for Mel's mom. I like Mel's mom.
Yeah, I like Mel's mom. She's direct and to the point. I said what I said.
She said you're ghetto, and she's like ghetto. Like she don't know.
Ghetto.
Oh,
but Mama look, but Wanda look good down in that
confessional. You know I'm gonna cut me up some Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda, I still gotta find your information.
Miss Wanda with her new wig down to the confessional.
But Wanda you talking about you is ghetto, ma'am. You are ghetto. I'm sorry.
Miss Wanda looks good.
You are.
Tell me about. I have a Kirsten. I said was I got a Kirsten.
And it's so and that more so like if you keep, I'm gonna need Tisha to just get it together. And I think Tisha's like the prettiest one on there. Tisha's so pretty.
I don't know about the prettiest one on there.
I think she's the prettiest one. I think she's pretty. I think she's very attractive. And I look at her like, oh my gosh, she's really pretty.
Is that Christian's daughter? Is that the one you talking about?
We're gonna talk about this tomorrow. Y'all not gonna do this to me. Y'all not gonna do this to me. Get out of here. I finna put them on retrograde. Tell these folks goodbye.
Bye.
They say goodbye. Look, thank you for watching The Crown Jewels.
Yes,
you see their crazy asses. That's Shady B and that's Mase Marow. Follow them on Instagram and whenever the hell they decide to do some damn YouTube, and they'll be there too. Okay. Also,
and if you see my picture up on somebody else's page, that's my mama. She stole my picture and she's catfishing people.
We will be here for the next 3 weeks doing the Potomac review, and then we got some surprises for your ass after that. And I think you're gonna like it, but we're not gonna tell them. Well, the next 4 weeks now, I guess. Yeah, to the end of November, doing this damn Potomac review. Aside from that, make sure again you've hit that like button and that subscribe button on the replay. My name is Princess AV. Hit the notification bell. I love y'all. It's time for me to turn out these here lights, and y'all have a great night. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Royalty Beauty Brands is a female, Black-owned beauty company with all of your cosmetic needs in mind. Right now, we offer hair extensions, eyelash extensions, and our flagship product, Yumbella Lip Glam. Coming soon to add to our product line will be promo merchandise, lip oil, lip scrub, beard oil, body butter, body soap, and makeup, to name a few. Every product is vegan friendly and carefully made with the consumer in mind. Check out our Royalty Beauty Brand social media and go to our website to sign up for our exclusive mailing list for discount codes and to place an order. Don't forget to leave us some feedback. Royalty Beauty Brands. We see the beauty in you.